Okay, we're live. So I just want to welcome everybody to the first, maybe the first, part 1B, who knows if this is going to stay up, stream on my channel, tentatively named Tabletop Bob. This is our Descent into Avernus group we've been playing for the last 9 or 10 months. I'm going to do a quick introduction and go through a quick introduction and recap of where we are, and then we'll begin our session today. So let's start at the bottom left of the screen with Tim. Off to a great start, Tim.
I'm Tim. I'm playing a Tiefling Hexblade Warlock. Anything
Yes,
else?
aptly named Hex.
Hex it is. Hexblade Warlock.
There we go. And then we'll go to Michelle. Michelle? Cat got your tongue? Oh, I'm sorry. Michelle's not here with us today. So we have her image just put up on the screen for everyone to see. She's playing Pete, the Wood Elf Rogue. Hopefully you won't need the services of the Rogue this afternoon. Then we go to Stefano.
I am Stefano. I'm playing Lucius Ashcroft, and I am a variant human Tempest Cleric.
There we go. A very variant human, as we know. Very variant, which you'll come to see more of later. All right, Nate.
Hi, I play Weird Al, a halfling bard, and yeah.
Known for doing covers of songs, parodies.
Yeah, bad covers of songs.
And then we go to Dasha.
Hi, I'm Dasha. I'm playing Iroviel, who is a half-elf ranger.
All right, currently Iroviel is having some morality issues. She's made some deals with devils and is having to suffer those consequences. All right, and then we got John.
Hey, I'm John, playing a dwarf paladin.
Yes, Kolgath. And Kolgath, for those of you who are following along with the, if you know the storyline at all, if you're thinking about running this, he has the shield, Gargoth's shield. So he's been talking with Gargoth, and they have a sort of a tumultuous relationship so far. And then we go to Christian. Christian.
Hey everyone, I'm Christian. I'm playing a high elf druid named Caddis.
Excellent. And Caddis saved the group last session. They were about to be swept up into this hellish tornado when he rolled with advantage to get everybody to safety, successfully passing a skill challenge to get to this wrecked flying fortress where we're at. And then finally, last but not least, Andrew.
My character's name is Dobby. Dobby is a gnome wizard who specializes in the school of necromancy.
That's right, and he's got a whole crew with him. We got skeletons, an imp.
I got my skeleton crew, my boys.
Yes. Did you ever think about the Fine Steed, or were you able to the Phantom Steed spell? That made an illusion, you said, right? So it's not something you want?
Yeah, I thought it would be like
adding another party member, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want it to be like mine. I get it. You want to fly around on a flaming horse.
I don't want a see-through horse. I want a flaming horse.
Yeah.
I still don't understand what quasi-real means.
Like real, but not.
Yeah.
So
subtle difference between.
Cleared it up. Thank you.
Well, look, it's not like we have 8 party members or anything, and we need a couple extra horses and other.
Fine Steed is like, doesn't it say that it's spectral? So,
does it?
The other one is quasi-real.
That's there's shades of gray here as to what the difference is, but we have now a group of 8 capable 8th level adventurers. They are in the flying fortress of Zariel that was wrecked, not the one that she's currently flying, and they sought refuge from the storm here. And that's where we're going to pick up our adventure. So I think Dobby was casting Liamon's Tiny Hut at the end of last session, and that's where we decided we're going to take a long rest, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
It finished casting. Yeah.
You finished casting it, right? So now you're going to get in the hut for a long rest. And normally, whenever you've done this spell, it's actually been pretty successful. You've gotten in, and there haven't been too many interruptions, but not this time. So you're in the hut, and after a few hours of resting in there, starting to gain the effects of the long rest, you see the storm. By the way, also has gone away. It is subsided. So the sky is back to its typical hellish landscape. in the distance, you see clearly, getting closer, a group of infernal war machines, now similar to yours, but they're off in the distance. You see them headed toward the flying fortress. And I guess, I mean, I don't know if you'd have a... We didn't talk about doing shifts or anything like that typically, but if the HUD is see-through, it's definitely clear for anybody who would be, you know, up, not sleeping, that there's vehicles coming towards you.
The elves among us. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
what can I perceive?
What can you
about
perceive?
Yeah, can I do a perception check about
Sure.
these?
Yeah.
Cool. 16.
Okay. You know, it's hard to make out exactly the crew or anything. They're still pretty far away. They're still hundreds of feet away. But mostly you see that there are 4 vehicles. One is similar looking to yours. It's a vehicle that has sort of like the scavenger crane on it. It looks like it's designed to be, you know, it would be good coming to this fortress to pick off parts. And then it's got 2 smaller vehicles that are similar to the Tormentor, the one that you saw in Maggie's base at Fort Knucklebone. So there's 3 smaller vehicles and 1 larger one similar to yours headed this way. They'll be here in maybe like a minute. So how do you want to proceed here?
Are we well enough within this crashed ship that we can hunker down here and hide it out, or are we more exposed to events of fight?
Well, I'd assume you put your hut somewhere in that main area where you're all standing. I don't know exactly. Dobby, did you?
I casted it right where I'm standing now.
Okay, so then it's right there.
Is there a way to barricade the door?
The door to the ship, the wrecked fortress, it's actually not a door. You can see it's kind of like jagged edged. It basically is a huge rift that was opened when it crashed. It's like, you know, it's tall and wide. It's not something that has a door. You were able to even drive your scavenger into it to get away from the storm last session.
And now that I think about that, that would actually be a bad idea because we could get like besieged in there
Right.
and couldn't escape.
Do folks want to take up defensive positions and then, you know, kind of see if this is a peaceful group or not?
I doubt they're peaceful, but I agree with you.
Yeah.
Unlikely.
Put
I
somebody
think
on the.
we ran into a traveling vehicle like this before.
It wasn't
I
friendly.
think I'm
then.
gonna take up arms and go on top of the war machine where I usually do my fighting.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go man the acid spray since I was there
There we
before. Just
In that case,
Just to
I'll
be
hop
safe.
in the driver's seat, ready to go,
Okay. So you're
Okay,
gonna.
so that-
just in case.
So it sounds like you're getting out of the hut. You're gonna get into your car, get into combat positions over the next minute or so. Okay. All right.
Yep, I think we're looking for a fight. Kolgath mounts his nightmare.
Okay.
How many of them were there?
There's 4 vehicles, 3 smaller ones, and 1 similar in scale to yours. All right. So, so as they approach and you're there, your car is ready, rearing to go. You turned it on. Souls screaming on the outside, stuck to your soul spike armor. The cars approach and they slow as they get to the fortress, and they're kind of just opposite you, facing the opening of the ship. And out from atop the big ship, the Scavenger, you see a creature that looks like a horned devil. It's got these large, like ram-like horns that come out to a spiral. It has some sort of helm on that you don't get to see its eyes, and most of its face is covers to about the nose. And as it grins at you with its wide smile, smoke starts to billow out from the edges and rise above it. Almost like maybe like a dragon after it breathes fire. It's got smoke coming out of its mouth. And another creature pops up onto the roof beside it. This one is a hobgoblin, and the hobgoblin is clad in some infernal armor, and it speaks, and it says, The Archdevil Lizeth requests that you leave the flying fortress as we are to scavenge its remains.
Ah, we're doing that too. What are you looking for?
The hobgoblin seems to be taking a moment, almost like it's waiting for something, and then responds. Lizeth said that the fortress is to be hers and hers alone.
We have no more business here. If you let it, can we leave? We will leave, and you may do what you wish.
So he's basically saying you want to leave. What'd you say, Stefano?
Yeah, we were only here to protect ourselves from a storm. The storm is
Okay.
now gone, and we can as well.
Okay, the hobgoblin again.
That I wasn't here. Did you guys explore this place last time?
Oh yeah, we did.
All of it.
They just as a quick recap, they found the most important piece of information is they found a safe that contained these adamantine rods. And again, I think they were saying it said something like the solar incendiator. Somebody remembered that it was. There's some feedback. If somebody, mute. Yeah, thank you. There was those rods basically is what they found in the safe, and that was kind of like the important part. They did discover some other creatures. They found more like animalistic, devilish creatures like sturges and snails, stuff like that. But yeah, they cleared the area. That's why I had no problem putting on taking off the lighting so John could see with us.
All
right, so
we're definitely good to leave, but Colgat's upset.
Yeah, and the hobgoblin again takes a moment rather than responding directly, waits, and then all of a sudden starts up and says, "Lizeth has agreed to allow you time to leave before we scavenge, but anything you took here will be ours. So hand it over."
Sure, we didn't find anything.
No, what are you talking about? Yeah.
We killed a few creatures in there, but they're all yours.
I show him the vial of slime that I picked up. Here, I found this slime.
Do you toss it like to their car?
I pick up the carcass of one of the dead snails. Here you are.
Well, the carcasses are pretty big, but they're large creatures. I don't know if you can just hand it to them, but the vial for sure you could toss it if you'd like.
I point at it.
Okay. The hobgoblin catches the vial and looks at it, and again looks to the horn devil, and smoke still coming out of its mouth, and then it grins again, and the hobgoblin throws the vial, crashes to the ground, and says, "That's not what Lizeth wants. Lizeth wants parts." And it looks like you fashioned a acid sprayer to your vehicle. We will be taking that as well.
We did not get that here.
Yes, that's not yours to take.
Nonetheless, we will take it.
What does Lizeth want all of this for?
Is that what you asked the hobgoblin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lizeth is the greatest warlord in all of Avernus. She's here to claim what's rightfully hers from the Devil's Ariel.
Fair enough. We'll bring her the acid sprayer ourselves. We'll be on our way.
The horn devil now stands on the vehicle, showing off its musculature and its weaponry. It's got some very long glaive weapon that it's carrying. And the hobgoblin speaks again and says, "Lizeth will not ask again. We will allow you to live." By the way, you also see the other vehicles. There's 3 tormentors, so they're like Humvees, that equivalent. And there are 4 hobgoblin warriors on each one, and then this bigger vehicle has like 7 hobgoblin crew, and I think there's that it's all hobgoblins, so they're the crew. And the goblin continues to speak. That says that Lizeth will allow you to live for this small fee.
How do we know you're not lying to us? First you said we could live if we just left, then you started demanding that we give you things we found here, now you're demanding our acid sprayer. What's to say you won't kill us as soon as we try to leave? How can we trust you?
Yeah, the hobgoblin again pauses and looks to the horn devil. Lizeth cannot make a official deal with you, but you do have her word.
Lizeth seems to be no friend to Zariel. We
That
are
is
no
correct.
friend to Zariel.
That is
Zariel's
correct.
enemies should not be fighting each other.
I vote Dobby steps on the gas and we go.
So, Kolgath, give me a persuasion check.
Well, even though I'm good at it, that's still an 8.
An 8. Okay.
Total like 11.
Oh, Tim, you're breaking up. Can't hear you. Cannot hear you. Did anybody hear Tim?
No.
No, that was gargly. Okay, so the
I didn't lie.
no, you didn't lie. No, you didn't lie. It was actually good. It was good. So even though you did say something truthful, you said it very clumsily, and so the hobgoblin says, "Yes, Lizeth is an enemy of Zariel, and she shall pay for what she has done to her. However, Lizeth cannot let you go free without paying tribute." She
Give
says,
them a magical weapon, the magic mace of healing thing. Well, how does Lizeth feel about this tribute? This is the best I have to offer.
the Horned Devil climbs back into the car. Again, only maybe like upper body sticking out now, like it was before. And the Hobgoblin looks to the Devil for direction, and then eventually says that with we must see it first to tell if it's truly the weapon of legend that you speak of.
I'm in.
Cool. I stay on my horse still, and I kind of just toss the mace to him.
Okay. The Horned Devil grabs it in the air, inspects it after a few moments, and says that this and 3 soul coins would be perfect payment, perfect tribute.
How many soul coins do we have left?
Don't we have like 12?
Yeah, we're doing pretty well.
Yeah.
I think Michelle.
Yeah, three sounds a little steep.
How about 2 soul coins?
Oh, there's my dog.
Let's just give him the soul coins and leave.
I'm down. Let's give him.
Couple losses and run.
Yep.
So the coins seem to be acceptable. The Hobgoblin will request them if you toss them over in like a bag or something like that. They'll take the soul coins, and then the Hobgoblin says, "Lizeth would like to know, what is your gripe with the Warlord, or not the Warlord, the Archduke?"
The Archduke is bringing Elturel down, and that will change things. And we don't want Elturel to come all the way down into the river.
And the more steam and smoke comes out from the mouth of the devil, and then the Hobgoblin says, "Ah, the city, the floating city you speak of."
Aye.
I'm gonna see if I could show you a picture of. I think there's a picture. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a picture. Here you go.
Oh,
Why is he telling us to be quiet?
that's a bit of a naughty face.
It's cool, right? It's cool art.
I love that.
The Hobgoblin says that the city will not be there for much longer. Zariel's general, Lucille, is gathering forces to perform a second wave of attack. The city will clearly fall this time. The
Where is she
demons have been
gathering
pushed back.
these forces?
All throughout hell. All throughout hell. When Zariel speaks,
Yeah.
everyone hears.
How much time do we have?
Lucille's forces will probably be ready to invade within the next day or so.
I
Let's get
fear
him.
this will make Zariel strong. This must be prevented.
The devil kind of snickers, although no sound comes out. And the hobgoblin says, Lizeth is not concerned with the city. However, if you are against Zariel, then we will let you go without harm.
I hope we can join in battle one day.
The
take Zariel down.
The devil kind of does its pose there in the book and goes like this to Kolgath. Shh. And then opens his hand to offer you to drive away.
Well,
So
it's already running, so
yeah.
Let's get it going.
So you get out of there
Flies
maybe
out of the cavern.
yeah. So you get out maybe a mile away at some point where they're not in the distance anymore, and as you drive away, you see them unload tools, and they looks like they're going to work and starting to dismantle what parts they can salvage from this machine. You get away, and do you want to set up the tiny hut somewhere else, Andrew? Yeah. Okay.
yeah, I think we still need to rest. So
Yeah, you still need
We
like
need to find another
half
safe
of a
place.
long rest. Yeah, I would say that since no fighting happened, I could say that this probably would not have interrupted the rest. So 4 more hours, and you could continue on.
Great.
So nice job avoiding that combat there, because if you did, you would have had to rest again. John, take off the mace, and who was keeping track of the soul coins?
I think it may have been Michelle.
Michelle. Okay.
I have them. We had
Michelle.
We had 13.
Okay. Michelle, can you please strike the soul coins off from the list? Thank you.
So we have 10 now?
Now we have 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Michelle's been very quiet today. All right.
Guys, I hope you're okay with me getting rid of the mace. We haven't used it in a while. If that worked.
Yeah, it is a magical item. It's like a wondrous item, so it's pretty valuable. I guess for you.
Avoid the.
They can't kill anything with it though.
No, but that's kind of like its thing. It's got a purpose. Well, you know what? It's also, it's valuable. It's worth money. It's got magic, and so maybe they could sell it, do whatever. I don't know what the warlords exactly do with all their treasure hoards in hell, but when they go up to the Forgotten Realms, maybe they could sell it.
Well, we could do a side session where we get to play the Warlords of Hell trying to sell a mace.
That would actually be pretty sick. That's not a bad idea.
Swords, come take my swords.
That's not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea. Okay, I'm gonna move the map. It's also that mace. It's also not great for your group because pretty much everybody is a dexterity-based character except for Kolgath.
Yeah, that's the reason.
I have a
Okay.
warhammer. Like that wasn't even using a weapon.
So I want to make sure you can see here, Kolgath. Can you see the screen?
Let me move my character. As of right now, I cannot.
It's
Okay.
black for me also.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think you have to give us all light again.
I did that already, but
No.
yeah. What about now, Dobby? Andrew?
Still black.
Still black. Okay.
Might be time to pause the stream.
Let me add my character.
I don't think you
there.
can do that, can you?
It
No,
might
you
be
can't do
because
that.
my character's not there.
I put your character in.
You did? I don't see it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fine. Put your
What if we
character
all
in, see if it
individually
works.
Try to put our character in.
Yeah, see if it works. Kolgath, you're moving your character. Can you see?
I'm moving the one I put in myself, but now it's all black.
Okay. Well,
Maybe
was fun.
Can you give vision to the character I just added?
I don't see the character you just added.
It's off on the left there. You don't see it?
No.
I can't even, I tried to put a reveal in for token, but I can't even see the token now.
Okay.
Yeah, the
So here's what we're
token's
gonna do. I'm gonna put on.
Regular 504.
Yeah, maybe that'll be better. Maybe that'll be better. I'm gonna just move the page for a second so you don't see it all.
You can do custom fog of war, right?
Yeah, you can do the one where I reveal the areas. I've done that before. It's just the dynamic lighting. We got to figure out how to get that to work because It's so cool, and it worked for other groups I've ran it with, and I'm not sure why it doesn't work with us. Maybe it's the module. I don't know. Let me see. So I'm gonna turn dynamic lighting off, and then I'll go to Fog of War. Okay. Yeah, this is probably just the best idea for us to do right now. Okay. All right. Okay, good enough. All right, let's bring everybody back in. You should be at the top of the screen, just so you can have some perspective there. All right, and I am going to turn off my video and Zoom so you don't see the screen anymore. Okay.
So I can move my skeletons, but I can't move my own character or the imp.
Okay, that's important.
Yeah. Let me add my own character, maybe.
Oh,
Okay.
does it? If you add your character, works.
Yep.
Oh,
But I
okay,
can't move the imp.
All right. I'll give you access to the imp.
Thank you.
And you want perception in that last.
You should
one,
be
right,
good. Perception where?
Bob? In the last circle.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I do. Yeah, if you want to set up your circles, you could put your armor in the blue, health in the red, and green could be your perception, passive perception.
Bob, do you want to? I dragged mine in. I can't control the one that's there.
Oh,
You want
that's
me to
fine.
drag
Yeah,
my own?
yeah, I'll delete yours.
Actually, delete mine too, and I'll just.
Yeah.
Same for me.
Okay.
So annoying. All the problems in the stream are on roll 20. There's nothing we can do.
Well, it's definitely just something that I have not been able to figure out with the lighting or with the assigning of tokens. Let's I'll give control of Hex to somebody.
Sure.
Thank you.
Let's see.
Did you just say hex? Yeah, because that would have been funny.
I can say that from now on.
Who would like to control Hex?
Who understands Warlock?
I'll give it to
I mean, essentially a melee, so just move me close.
yeah, so somebody who's going to be close. I'll give it to Kolgath because you might be
Something.
close with him. Kolgath. Okay. All right. So Kolgath, you should be able to control both characters now. Is that right?
Yeah, I see my name under them, and yes, I can
Okay.
control them.
Great.
So,
Caddis, are you good? You good to move?
That's for
Yep, I'm able to move
Okay.
my guy.
All right, I'm going to move Michelle away because she's not here. All right. So let's begin here. So you arrive at the Crypt of the Hellriders after another day of travel, and as you arrive at this location, you see acrid smog swirls around a barren hill, rising from which, like giant tombstones, are a pair of leaning monoliths, each soaring more than 50 feet into the smoky red sky. Dozens of armored knights kneel in motionless reverence before the monoliths, which, between a set of onyx steps, leads down under the hill. So this entryway that you see here leads down, and the crypt clearly goes underground.
Does that smog seem to be a natural phenomena? Like, is it just part of the landscape, or is something
Yes,
causing it?
yeah, you've seen the smog before. It's probably just part of the terrain, the environment.
Okay, cool, thank you.
Yeah.
You said there are knights leaning all around. Do they notice us?
They're not actual knights.
Oh,
They are
okay.
like basically like statues. Yeah, exactly. That are they're standing there like tombstones up against the monolith. It's basically the decoration of the crypt.
Got it. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Bob, two things. do we need to make any checks for the day of travel?
Oh, we did that already last time. Forgot. Yeah,
Okay.
you could make me a Constitution saving throw.
Great.
You get advantage because you're riding on the.
I'll cast Detect Magic.
Sure.
Oh shit.
For the, like right now, or you mean during for the saving throw of some sort?
The oh shoot was my saving throw, which I roll a 4.
I think
Okay.
you said you get advantage on it.
Oh,
You do get
that's
advantage
good.
on it because we said that the
Oh,
traveling by
19.
vehicle helps you with that.
You
Got
also
your back.
get plus
I got your back.
Nice. And I'll cast Detect Magic right now.
Okay, great. All right, so as you approach the steps, you see your detect magic goes off, and you do sense magic coming from the door.
I tell them, hey guys, there is definitely some magical, something magical happening right over there. I can feel it.
Lucius thinks in his head, if only we had a rogue who could disarm traps.
That's okay.
Olga thinks Lucius is a butthole.
Michelle could be here to help us if we need her, right, Michelle? You'd help us. Thank you. So a pair of basalt doors blocks the passage ahead. Their surfaces are engraved with the relief of a knight locked in combat with the devil. Both wield burning swords. That's what you see on the doors.
Is there anything written on the doors?
There's no writing, no. There's no writing.
Could one of us roll a history check to see? I feel like we've been told about this place maybe
Is
at
it-
some point.
Definitely.
Is it made of stone? Is it made of stone?
Basalt.
So yes.
So yes.
I'd like to take a history check.
Sure, if you are proficient in history, I'll let you take a check.
As
Just
a
tell me what
dwarf,
you
I
get.
have that, stone cunning ability as a dwarf. You get extra stuff when it's made of stone.
I'll give, definitely use
I
stone
got
cunning.
a 24 on the history check.
I got a
Okay,
21.
and
I got a
Yep.
13.
okay, so Dobby will definitely know. I didn't hear what Eroviel got.
21.
21. So you should be able to know this too.
Olgath got an 8. He knows nothing.
Yeah, I
Well,
got a 13.
I can tell you stuff about the stone as well, Kolgath. Even though an 8's low, you probably would be able to tell some things about its construction. So let me tell the history check first. So Dobby and Eroviel, you know that this is clearly a crypt of the Hellriders. So with that in mind, these are all Hellrider iconography. It's going to depict knights, paladins in various forms in combats with devils, because that was their primary foe. And this door is depicting the struggle of the knights fighting against the forces of the hells, the 9 hells. And this you don't know when this crypt would have been made, or if this was a part of the Forgotten Realms and brought to Hell or not, or if it was constructed here. But it does seem to be pretty old. For Kolgath, if you start to inspect the door, you can see that whoever built this crafted it very well. There are some small gaps around the edges. It does not go flush from ceiling to floor. There's some small gaps in it. So obviously not the stone cunning of a dwarf, not the craft of a dwarf.
Would those gaps allow us, if we lean in close, to hear anything going on inside?
Sure, you could give me a perception check.
I will do that. 17.
You don't hear anything, but you do notice when you kind of get onto the floor and look and listen that a small fog, almost like a very faint white mist, is sometimes coming out, kind of poking out onto your side. So it looks like the floor would be covered with this smoke on the other side.
Does it
What is
smell
Lulu?
smoke, or is it something else?
I don't think you can tell what it is. It doesn't have the properties of smoke. I shouldn't say smoke. It's definitely a mist.
Mist, okay.
Yeah. Lulu
what's the-
has. I think somebody just asked what Lulu says when we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah. She says that this place doesn't seem familiar to her, but she definitely knows that being her time with the Hellriders, that you know, you're probably going to see this very well protected, because if this was built by the Hellriders, it would have been fortified against evil things like that.
I didn't realize Lulu was with us. I thought she had to stay behind.
Oh, she had to stay behind when you teleported to Archon's tower, but she's
Right.
been with you
Okay.
since Mordenkainen's.
Got it.
Yeah.
What school of magic is detected?
Oh yeah, detect magic went off. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, the school helps.
Yeah, the door does not have visible handles, locks, or bolts, or anything like that, but it is enchantment.
Maybe it's
So
like
it's definitely like hex or something.
Knock.
It is enchantment.
maybe it's a door only a paladin can open.
If you're trained in Arcana, I will take an Arcana check.
I'm proficient.
I would
Okay.
I would guess that Dobby is also very good at Arcana.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
Dobby
boys can
and
roll that
Weir,
one.
you could give me Arcana checks.
Dobby, I'm gonna give you guidance for your check.
20?
Yeah, Nate,
Guidance is
you know
D4,
that
right?
this is guidance D4. You know that this is probably magically locked. It won't open unless you are supposed to be in here. So if you knew like a passcode or password, or if you
I got
are
a
meant to be
30.
in this tomb, then you should enter it. Same
So
with you,
natural-
Dobby.
Natural 20 plus 10.
Yeah, same with you. You know you need to get a passcode to enter this door.
Can I ask, oh shoot, what's her name?
Lulu.
Lulu, goodness. Can I ask Lulu, if she can remember any sort of phrase or any sort of, any sort of phrase from her memory that might help us here?
Like what kind of phrase? I remember lots of stuff.
Were there any, passwords or certain phrases that Hellriders would say?
A
Oh,
secret handshake.
Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah. There was. I think like they would always like say, for something, for king. No, that's not right. For like
Elturel.
for Elturel. No, that doesn't sound right.
Honor?
For honor. Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you,
I
Lulu.
turn to the door.
But I'm
and
not
say,
sure. But I'm not sure.
Honor?
So you say honor, and nothing happens. The door is just standing there. Nothing
Hey Lulu,
happens.
can you say it to the door? Can you go
Sure.
up to the door and say it?
Sure. So Lulu comes up, flies, zips around, and goes to the door and goes, for honor? Nothing happens. She goes, I don't think it likes me. And she comes back to her square.
Maybe we need to say more.
Like we're
Well,
running into battle.
Yeah,
Maybe
like
it's
we
not
were-
for
and Lulu
honor.
said it kind of questioningly.
Maybe it's not for honor, but it's something similar.
For honor, for
For justice?
Yeah, that's probably it. And she flies back over and goes, for justice. And then she turns around and real sad, pouty trunk face, and she goes, no,
For Zariel
I don't think so.
as
the
a
companion.
Hellrider.
That sounds really
I
weird.
think we're onto it with some sort of honor, justice, something they fight for.
We have a thesaurus in our bag of holding.
Hey Bob, is this the only thing we see?
Oh
There's
wait,
there's
what
nothing
god?
else.
What god do they worship?
It was Helm, right?
Helm.
For Helm.
Helm.
However, so Christian, that's a good question. Yeah, this is actually all you see. So you saw the top of the crypt, and the entrance goes underground. So the rest of it's all just like the same hellscape you've seen. Most of this crypt is under the surface. So
Is there anything written on the side of the crypt at all, or maybe we're just missing something?
So if you want to take a look, you go to the side.
Yep.
You do actually see some sort of writing or etchings on the sides of these monoliths that are sticking out. And Michelle Good question, Michelle. Excellent question. Yeah, it's written in some sort of thieves' cant. We don't know if it's, other rogues that have been here, human rogues, or any, rogues from the Forgotten Realms, or whether they were written by somebody else. But the passage says, written, and only Michelle could read because it's thieves' cant, and I expected her to be here, is that it says the Hellriders war cry.
Ooh.
That's what it says.
Lulu,
That's all it
do
says?
You happen to remember? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Is that all it says? There's
all
not
it
like
says.
an actual war cry. It just says the Hellriders war cry.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Darn. Okay.
Can we, Lulu? What was the Hellriders' war cry when you guys were running into battle?
When we're running into battle, let's see. She thinks, and she's thinking, and she says, give me a insight check, Nate, if you can think of a way to jog her memory.
Gotcha.
Did we try the god's name at all, or no?
You did. You tried for Helm, I think, right? Yeah.
17.
17. Maybe if you can you speak to her and give her some sort of close your eyes, imagine yourself in battle. If you could put her into that place and time, you could get her to remember and maybe just cry it out.
So I'm gonna have Lulu come on over, and she. I feel like we're similar sizes. So I'm gonna put my arm around her
we're
and,
very small.
Look out away from them, over Avernus, and be like, Lulu, I want you to imagine two armies coming together out there on the field. All right, and close your eyes. Imagine you are in one of those armies, sprinting at the other. All right, you feel the aggression, the passion rise within you, and what do you shout?
Give me a. Actually, you gave me the insight check, right? So, Lulu says, "We're charging into battle. I toot my horn and I say, for glory." Yeah, that sounds right. For glory. I think that's right.
I lean back and shout that to the group.
Okay. So Lulu comes over here
Great
and she
job,
goes.
Lulu. And
she goes up to the thing and she goes.
back.
She toots her trumpet. Sparkles come out and she goes, for glory. And then you hear the depowering of the magical force field, and the door starts to move open.
Sweet.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace before we go in.
Sure.
Yes.
I
Can I use my disguised self to look like Rhea?
Sure. Yeah.
Great.
Rhea
Yeah.
or Ray?
Rhea, the one that should be here.
I don't know. The other one's
Hellrider.
pretty powerful. She can bring people back from the dead and stuff. You might want to try it.
John is not salty about the new Star Wars movies. I'm going to just so I had it set when they had dynamic lighting up that you could not move through the walls of the place. So I'm going to take that off. But if you move your character somewhere into the darkness, you may not be able to find them again. It might not be so easy. So just giving you a heads up, I'm going to just change that setting.
Tim, while we're doing this, real quick, you want to read me your stats? What's your armor class?
Give me 1 second.
Yep.
Okay.
It will be 17 armor class.
HP.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
HP will be 59 hit points.
Passive perception.
13.
Gotcha.
Okay, so the door opens.
I cast light on my shields, and I'm gonna
Perfect.
start walking in. Let's go.
Okay. Sure.
And Michelle has that lantern too.
Olga totally follows in.
So as you enter in, Lucius, the first thing you notice is that there is a mist, about an ankle-high white mist that is covering the entire floor. It doesn't necessarily seem like it's harmful or anything. It just seems like a mist, but you cannot see the floor because of it, even with light. All right.
My steed stays outside, just as a reference.
Yeah, it'd probably be hard for it to navigate in this tight dungeon, as well as the car. Obviously, I didn't even put it on here because it wouldn't be able to do much in the crypt.
Yeah, my steed's gonna
Dobby.
stay inside by the car, and it can communicate with me, so it's kind of gonna watch our back.
Dobby, are you leaving the skeleton crew with it?
I'll bring
Last time I did that, I don't know.
They're strong.
Yeah.
I have my steed can tell us if someone comes. Like within a mile, it communicates with me.
Is there any
perfect.
restriction
We'll leave the
to?
pony.
Is there any restriction to the telepathy? Because like,
Yep, I'll read it real quick. When your steed is within 1 mile of you, you can communicate with each other telepathically.
okay, that's fine.
Before we bring in the skeletons, Dobby, I seem to remember when we were in Elturel still, something was said about Hellriders might not take too kindly to raising the dead. I remember when you were raising them. Maybe that was just about the citizens of Elturel, but does anyone else remember something like that being said that might put people on
I think something about maybe scaring the townsfolk that were hiding in the crypt.
Was it just the town? Okay, got it. Yeah, as long as it's not like a Hellrider thing.
Bob, I just want to like put my hand down into the mist and kind of like wave it around just to see if it disperses momentarily.
It does. Yes, it does. It almost like it's like a fog machine. Somebody's got it on the floor. Basically, it just covers it, and if you kind of wave your hand,
Now's not
you kind
the
of
time
disperse
to play with the fog, Lucius.
So you
But it
come
didn't
to
hurt
a.
Lucius at all?
What's that?
The fog didn't hurt?
No. See,
all?
it does
Okay.
seem pretty harmless.
My nightmare's passive perception is 11. If that's something I think you
Okay.
want to know.
Yeah, because it's going to stand guard over the vehicle.
Yeah, and
All
it's
right.
so it's the same as my character, just as a
Okay.
reminder.
So
Maybe
Lucius,
Lulu
you
can,
have
like,
light,
blow
so
her horn.
we'll just reveal a little bit more area here. You can choose to go left or right at this passage. And when we start moving, obviously you're kind of bottlenecked right now, but just move yourselves in the order that you think you'd be marching in.
I'll go after.
I could send my imp whichever way we don't go, just to watch our backs.
Sure.
Oh.
That sounds like a good idea.
He'll be invisible.
Okay,
Someone
just
left
turning
on
invisible.
me who's light blue.
That's
Since
me.
your imp's vision is better than mine, would you mind putting your imp like in front of me?
Oh, you want it to go the same way as us?
Well, I don't know if we're moving in different directions right now.
I was gonna have him go the opposite way we're going.
Right, so he
So we
could just
go
kind of
one
check
way.
out areas. Yeah.
I think that makes the most sense, just for the sake of exploring the whole crypt, right?
So I'll help guide Dobby, because your eyes should be in your familiar, right?
He can take an action
I
to
don't-
just look through the imp's eyes if he needs to, but he doesn't have to. He can still
Yeah.
communicate telepathically.
Yeah, the imp is gonna do his own thing, and just communicate with me if something's wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
So move yourselves. Do you want to go to the left or to the right?
Well, how far down at this passage can we see?
Yeah, I have like pretty
Yeah.
big
Well,
dark
now that
vision.
now that you're more of you're in this hallway here, you do see they open up into bigger rooms.
Does Lulu have any guidance to give us, or is she drawn in any particular direction?
Lulu says, "I don't think I've ever been here, so I don't know which way to go."
Kolgath walks forward to peek around this corner.
Okay.
Stealthily.
Weir's behind him.
Yeah, you have your
Sure.
pass. I'm right behind Lucius, going the other way.
Sure.
X are coming with me and
Okay.
Nate. Is that good?
Yep. Yeah. Now, I don't necessarily mind that you're splitting up somewhat here. Just if we're going to split the party in some exploratory fashion, we're just going to say, if there's a combat, we're going to have to come back together. Because I don't want people just running around opening doors in a dungeon and then trying to have multiple combats. That's too crazy. But
Yeah.
if you're going to explore separately, I don't necessarily mind going, some different ways, covering more ground, as long as we are quick and concise and we don't spend too much time on one group.
Cool.
All right. Well, I think we can role play this one out.
Yeah, sure.
I tell the group, this way has 2 passages to go down. How about that side?
Only one on the far end.
Maybe check out that one first, right?
Great. Let's go.
Okay.
Makes sense to me.
So you
Anything-
both, you're going to go into this room then?
I don't know anything about this room.
Great. I'm going to read what you see. Large iron burial urns are positioned reverently through this hall, each engraved with a noble coat of arms from the city of Elturel. Polished swords, lances, and shields hang from the racks on the walls.
Do we see anything of value?
I mean, there are weapons, polished swords, lances, and shields that hang on racks in the walls, and the urns do look like they are finely crafted.
Does any of them ping detect magic?
Yeah.
It lasts for 10 minutes, so I would assume, I don't know how long it took us to get in the door.
Yeah, it would still be up. Yeah. That's
Okay.
fine.
So
No, they do not ping magic. The weapons and the urns themselves do not. Nope.
I asked one of the taller people to check inside the urns because I can't quite reach.
Sure, I'm right there, so I'll.
Do they look like the urns we saw when we were fighting mummies underneath Elturel? Are they similar urns?
Yeah. I mean, they're not mummy remains. They're not sarcophagus, but they're similar to the urns that you saw under the church. What was it called? The citadel or chapel. They're
I'm
like
looking
that.
for writing.
They're
Kolgat
similar.
says, remember, this place is sacred.
There's no writing on it. There's just a coat of arms. Yeah. So, Caddis, you're gonna check out the urn.
Sure.
Okay. What are you doing? Looking for? What do you?
I check to see if there's anything on it written, any sort of symbols, and if there's not, then I'm gonna kind of open the top.
Sure. The only thing that's written or put onto the side is the coat of arms. Again, it's probably like a house, an individual person's coat of arms, and there's also like the Hellriders insignia, but that's it. No other writing. If you open the urn and take a look into it, well, something is going to happen. A ghost is going to appear.
All right. Well, I opened it.
Yeah.
So.
A ghost is going to appear. I'm just going to bring it to the token
Kind
layer.
of take a step back as I get startled.
Yeah. And actually, a few ghosts appear. There you go. These three ghosts appear. They are. They look like knights when they are wearing armor, and they're wielding the same weapons that are hanging up on the racks and the walls. And they look undead though. Their figure is deformed. They look like they're missing pieces of flesh. They don't look like like they're not like Anakin Skywalker Force Ghost or anything like that. They look messed up. And the one of them, the one that you disturbed, the first one pops up and says to you, "You should not be here."
If I'm pleased, we mean no harm.
Kolgat steps in and says, "Aye, riders of Elturel, we mean you no harm. We are here to see." I'm not gonna forget his name. Oinanthi? No.
Olanthius?
Olanthius, thank you. Sorry, that was Michelle's name in the other campaign. We're here to see Olanthius.
I also call for Lulu to come over. Maybe Lulu.
Oh,
might
true.
know these
Lulu,
people.
yeah.
Maybe he
Lulu,
knows them.
yeah, I'll move Lulu back. She's here. She doesn't remember every single person, I would assume, that fought with the Hellriders. I'm going to say she does not know these people.
Do they recognize her?
Yeah,
they
the coat of arms.
probably recognize her, though. Yes, exactly. So the ghosts seem like they are kind of bugging out. They're kind of twitching, and they're trying. It looks like they're trying to restrain themselves in some way. And the ghost says that Olanthius will be here soon. Now that you have disturbed the crypt, you should run. Run while you can.
Oh, jeez.
Why should we run from Olanthius?
You should run from us as well. I can't control it much longer.
Can I try? Can I try something?
Yeah.
I think I have a feature called Destroy Undead.
So are these
If you're a
undead?
cleric,
or
you definitely do.
ghosts?
Oh yeah, these are clearly undead. They're ghosts.
So I have undead as my favorite enemy, and I have advantage on intelligence checks to recall information about
Sure.
them.
You can give me a religion check, and I'll tell you what you would know about these types of ghosts.
Religion? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It says intelligence on my. Or should I do religion anyway?
Religion is an intelligence skill. Yep.
Still learning, guys. Okay.
But
All right.
but that's okay. That's fine. You can still make it.
Yeah, 13.
You don't know much about these Hellrider ghosts per se, but ghosts in general are they're brought back because their soul cannot be put to rest for whatever reason. So they're here and they might be stuck here. They might be forced to live in this crypt for all eternity. And the ghost kind of confirms that. Yeah, somebody asked something before about like I forget the question, but now that you just asked it, he'll say more. He says that we Hellriders, we fought and died alongside the angel Zariel when she waged war here in Avernus. And again, twitching, and all the ghosts are doing this. They look like they're trying to restrain themselves from jumping you.
Is that why you're stuck here? Because you fought with her?
Yes, her crusade ended in failure. Most of her generals, including the angel herself, fell to the evil fiends. Olanthius killed himself rather than embrace the tyranny. So Zariel raised him as a death knight to serve her. And our souls are cursed to remain here. We yearn for the afterlife. But the oath we swore binds us to Zariel.
Friend, how may we put you to rest?
And at that point, he cannot contain himself anymore, and he's going to lunge at Caddis, and so are the rest of the ghosts here. We're going to roll for initiative. Actually, sorry. We don't roll for initiative on this in this game here. So this may seem weird because we're streaming. I totally actually forgot that we were streaming. We don't roll for initiative, something we've been trying the last few sessions. We've been trying a initiative-less combat where all we do is roll off to see which side will go first. I kind of got this idea from if you've ever played Star Trek Adventures role-playing game. This is how they do it in that game, where each side gets to take a turn. And I think we've been doing it with some success, I would say, over the last few sessions. So we're just going to have a roll-off. Anybody can roll. The first person to roll a die will roll for the group. And whoever gets higher, that team will start first. So let's begin.
Done it yet?
Oh, yeah, Nate has not done it yet because he's been absent the last few sessions. So, Nate, do you want to roll?
Sure. Thanks.
Okay.
I rolled an 8.
Okay. Well, they rolled a 3. So they're about to lunge at Caddis, and your group takes the initiative. So who would like to go first?
Cole, Gaff will go first, unless you want to run away, Caddis. I was going to try to protect you.
You can go.
I'm gonna try to get rid of them immediately.
I'm gonna try and do hypnotic pattern if that doesn't work.
Okay, so Colgath is just going to do nothing. Go for it.
Actually, Nate, why don't you go first then?
Okay.
You can take care of all three of them. If they can be charmed, if a ghost can be charmed.
I was gonna have my skeleton shoot at the urns, see if destroying the urns will stop them.
Oh, by the way, and one other thing that we do is usually we have a minute of discussion at the beginning of a round. So, like right now, this is your minute to discuss, where you can discuss strategy. But then once we get into the combat, everybody's got to complete their turn within a minute or so. I have my phone here to time it. We haven't really had an issue with that. Just lets everybody know and speed up the combat because we have 8 players. So
I like all those ideas.
yeah, that's what we've been doing. So
With the hammer.
all right,
Rex, you with us?
I'm with you. Let's do it.
all right. So discuss. I'll give you a minute to discuss.
Actually, I really think I should go first.
Yeah, I do too. And Bob, I don't know if I can pick a point that won't hit us if I'm doing
With hypnotic pattern?
That's true.
Huh?
With hypnotic pattern, you're asking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Why? Why can't you? What's the radius?
30-foot cube.
30-foot cube.
I think you can set it so that it goes off screen though. It can be like the edge of it could be the ghost.
I'm wondering if like if it were open space, I could do that. But since it's a room, I don't know if I could pick the point. You know, like
because
the
you
center point?
have to be able to see the point. Yeah, 120 feet. Yep, a 30-foot cube within range. Yeah. So yeah, you
So-
probably do have to pick a point that you can see. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I'm
just
gonna-
know that could happen, teammates.
I'm gonna use Turn Undead, Channel Divinity.
Okay, so the minute is over, so it seems like Stefano, you're going to be going first.
Cool. So I'm using a Channel Divinity called Turn Undead.
Mhm.
They have to make a Wisdom saving throw of 15.
Yep. Okay. And if they get low enough, what is it again? If they
fail, if it's a CR of 1 or lower, they're instantly
Right.
destroyed if they fail.
right, yeah, that's what it was. Yep. And they run if they're too powerful, right? They flee from you, like they have fear.
They have to take their action to run from me.
Yep.
Like for their action, they can only do dash or dodge, and they can't take any reactions if they fail.
Got it. Okay, that's good. Let me roll their saving throws. You said it was a con,
Wisdom,
a wisdom. Okay.
15.
One of them is going to pass. The other two are going to fail.
Right. So which two?
These two
They-
fail.
They basically cannot do anything for the rest
Okay.
of this.
Yeah, because they can't move further from you, basically, right? Or this one cannot move further from you.
And they can only use their action to run away from me or dodge.
Sure. Okay.
And they can't take reactions.
Got it. Yep. Okay. So that's that. This one passed though, so no effects on him, right? Okay. All right. So then we'll do the ghosts. This one that can react will go first. It's going to step here. It's going to attack Caddis because you were the one that touched its urn.
So the rest of us don't go. Sorry, just
Correct. We're doing it's alternating. So your group gets to choose somebody to go. Their group chooses somebody, and back and forth until everyone has taken a turn in initiative. Then we'll go to the top of the order. We'll roll again and do the same
okay.
thing. Yeah, it just kind of repeats after that.
Gotcha.
Okay, so this ghost is going to attack you
Okay.
with its withering touch. What's your armor again?
16.
16. Okay. So you're going to end up taking necrotic damage from this.
Okay.
You are going to take 17 necrotic damage.
Oof.
Ouch.
Okay. And after that, it's going to use... actually, everyone right now needs to give me a wisdom saving throw, actually, because they have a horrifying presence.
Unfortunately, Hex, Caddis are going to get +2 to that.
Right, from
So
your
my
aura. Yep.
But just them.
Hex and Caddis, okay. Nate, you're good. Weir is good.
Is that a magical effect?
It is not a spell, if that's what you are suggesting for...
No, just magical.
You know,
That's
it doesn't seem to be.
Okay.
Each
I
non-dead...
get advantage against magical saves.
I think it's
I
just
don't
their physical presence is so
Yeah,
terrifying.
it's just their...
Okay.
Yeah, they are horrifying ghosts.
You said it was Constitution, Bob?
No, that one is a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
We had
cool.
21 for Hex, by the way.
Hex is good. Erovial, you are frightened.
21 for Kolgath as well.
a 1 that goes to a 0 for Dobby.
Okay, so Dobby, you are frightened as well. So Erovial and Dobby are frightened.
You hate to see it.
Yeah.
Can we do a saving throw for that every...
Yes, at the end of your turns, you can attempt the saving throw again, and if you succeed, you are immune to it for 24 hours. Okay, so let's... Yep, so that first ghost touched Caddis, gave you 17 damage, and then it will go to your group again. So who's going next?
Can I smash?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna
Well,
attack
that's
the guy
smash.
right in front of me. Oh, a 19 on the die. All right, so
That will hit. Yep.
yeah.
And
20.
which using the magical warhammer?
Yes, magical warhammer.
Okay.
That would have been a that's 28 to hit.
That will hit
Really cool.
with ease.
Yep. I'm gonna level 1 smite it as well. So 48.
Mhm.
That's the one I dropped on before. Okay.
Bob, you said I'm frightened. Is that what it was?
Yes, you and Aroviel are frightened. It seemed like everybody else passed. I just glanced at the numbers, but I think everybody else passed.
That was about as bad as I could roll possible.
Oh no.
It's 15 damage on my first attack.
Yeah.
Guys, I rolled
With-
2 ones.
Yeah, with a lot of d8s and added to it. Yeah.
Yeah, 15 damage. Okay, second attack is going to be a 21 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Cool. And I'm gonna use another smite. Just go for it. Let's see.
Sure. Mhm.
Oh, much better. 16, 22, 30
So you-
damage.
Okay, 30. Wow. Okay, it's gone.
That's
You,
nice.
Yeah, the ghost disappears as your warhammer passes through it. You feel like you connected for sure, though. Just gonna move it. Okay. So, next up will be the ghosts, and they are frightened, so they can only run away, correct, Lucius?
Yes.
So
as
they are
far
going to-
from me as possible.
This one will not move because it's not its turn, but this one is going to escape going behind the wall.
Okay.
Okay. Next up is your turn. Who would like to go?
I'm just gonna mock it.
Okay.
Well, hold on, because this is important. It says that they're no longer turned if they take damage.
That's
Okay.
important.
Never mind then.
Could maybe
If you want, this one
Can
does
I-
appear as
Can I
though
have
it's
my
going to run
skeleton
away.
shoot the urns? See how that goes?
Yeah, you could do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
could I burn one of the urns?
Yeah. I mean, if you're willing to let this one run, the combat will basically be over, so you could explore the urns. Okay.
Somebody just dodge.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have to play it out. They do run. Okay, so now you can break those urns if you'd like. Burn them, break them, whatever you want to do. Shoot arrows at them, although you could probably just smash them at this point.
Smash everything.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see the ghosts. If you want to make an insight check or a religion check, maybe I could give you some more information. But other than that, just smashing them doesn't, reveal any information.
I
I'll do
burned
a-
the ashes.
I got a
or-
26 for a religion check.
Sure, so you burn, break, destroy in all various forms. And Dobby, you don't think that this is anything of importance for them. You think that, based on what the ghost said, that since they are bound here by Zariel, that's not going to break their curse.
What about the one that disappeared when I killed it? Did it seem like it was released from its bonds?
It looks like it was destroyed, not necessarily released. Yeah, you wouldn't. Nothing out of the ordinary happened other than the ghost being destroyed.
Yeah.
All right.
Are Dobby and I still frightened?
I think once it's gone,
Keep making checks until you pass.
I'm just gonna say that you don't, because after a few rounds you'll pass it. So, after like 12 seconds here, you probably are gonna make this saving throw. So we'll just say that after a moment of collecting yourselves, you're no longer frightened.
Cool. So
Okay.
we all have the immunity. That's cool.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
However, you do hear very clearly throughout the entire crypt, echoing from the hallway to the east and the west that you just see now. You hear ghostly cries coming from within the crypt.
Excellent.
It's
Okay.
definitely Olanthius.
Where would you like to head next?
I say we continue on.
Yeah.
Okay. Move yourselves, and I will reveal the areas you want to go to.
I'll be like fourth. Yeah.
Hex, you want to stay towards the front?
Yeah, that's perfect, please.
Just gonna stay behind you because you have better vision than I do.
Yep.
I'll stay
I'm
towards
gonna go
the
full melee today, so I can be as close to the front as you need me.
Did Dobby and Aroviel try to put extra tokens in the board? I see like 3 of you.
Maybe
That might
before
have
when
been
it was all black.
That might have been then.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, probably.
Sorry.
That's okay.
What do I see down this door here? Yeah. What do I see over here?
I'll just reveal more, yeah.
And Hex as well is also there.
Yep.
Okay, I guess into the room. Shall we go?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me read to you what you see here.
Sweet.
In the room that you're in right now, the bigger room where most of you are standing, it is a very similar looking room. Large iron burial urns are positioned reverently throughout the hall. There are noble coats of arms written on them, and there are racks of weapons all along the walls. It looks very similar to the room you were just in.
As we
Okay.
walk in, I want to put my hand in front of Caddis and say, Caddis, just don't touch.
Yeah, I'm not touching that again.
Well, actually, the
I'm still kind of like shivering.
yeah, when you enter into this room, there are already ghosts in the room.
And I will instead just
I
shake
will.
my head at Caddis and say, damn it.
I will reveal them.
Just if as long as detect magic is up, if any of these weapons ping as magical, please let us know.
By the way, how long does the turn undead feature last?
It's only now. I think it's just a one time, and it goes. It's a 30-foot radius, and it lasts a minute.
Okay, so then I'd say you took a few rounds. It might still be up when you get in here. Because you really only took like maybe 2 or 3 rounds up there, maybe a couple of rounds to get down here. Might be ending soon, but I'd say it's still up at this point.
I'm gonna put it in the chat so you could read the language.
Okay, actually, I did bring it up in another window, so I have it here. I didn't want to read it.
Got it.
Lazy. Yeah. Okay, so it's 30 feet. Yeah, it's a 30-foot radius basically. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, I see it.
It happens immediately, so I don't think it's still. It's not like an aura.
It's not an aura, and it doesn't even say it requires you to like. It's not a spell. It's just a ability. It's an
Class
action.
feature,
So
yeah.
yeah, it's like a pulse. I would assume it just goes out, and if ghost is affected by it, it can last for up to a minute. So okay, that's fine. So it is ended, but the ghosts that you made run are still running. Is basically the way I'd see it.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. All right, so let's, as you enter in here, and I'm just gonna move you back a little bit so you're not that close, but when you all get into the room, the ghosts appear again, and they give a similar warning as though you should run, and they seem like they want to avoid attacking you, but they're having trouble with that. But they are restraining themselves for the time being.
Can I
Do you
try
want-
to persuade them?
Sure. You don't need to roll. Just tell me what you want to say to them.
Follow that inner voice telling you not to attack and try to run away.
This knight, who's they all have different appearances, and this one looks to you, Nate. Says that, my friend, we want you to succeed, but we are bound by duty and oath.
The power of Christ compels you.
I say we continue on down these halls as quick as we can, and perhaps they'll stay in that corner, long enough for us to be out of sight.
One of the other
Yeah, I
ghosts.
agree.
One of the other ghosts
Try and
reaches.
end them now in case they come back later.
Sure. One of the other ghosts approaches you again, not to attack, but again out of restraint, trying to avoid having to fight. But says to you that Olanthius despises Ariel, but is supernaturally bound to her. There is still good in him.
We want to find that good.
Can we beat it out of him?
Isn't that the
Can
way
I-
all D&D
can I-
players try to solve the problems?
Can't we like protection from good and evil or something? Is there some?
I have protection from good and evil. I
You
also
could cast
have
that, yeah.
dispel magic, and I also have counter spell.
Yeah, you could
You
Try.
guys,
do that.
Try one
I
of
would think
those.
just spell magic would be the best one. I don't think like it's not a specific spell. It's just like a magical effect on them, right?
Yeah.
Let's just put it this way. Dobby and Nate, since you're proficient in Arcana, you know that you cannot dispel like this. They're because they're a ghost and they're here, they cannot be put to rest with dispel magic. They need to have their curse or whatever is keeping them here removed, lifted.
Can I try and look into what might be causing them to be forced to attack us? Like the source?
Yeah,
That's what I
but
was
nothing here in this room. There's nothing that you could inspect or investigate that would tell you what is
I say to
keeping
the
them
group
bound.
that I have a feeling there's some way to end this curse, but we need to find it. Perhaps something that's the source.
I think that
within this
sounds
area. I think we
reasonable
should
based
try
on
to
the
find that
information.
as soon as possible to free these spirits rather than kill them and destroy them.
Yeah, I have a feeling we have to kill that Dark Knight.
So
that
let's
was risen.
continue on down the hall.
I'm gonna start moving.
My
And-
class trait is I frequently know where to find information concerning lore, if that has any impact.
Yeah,
don't know,
that's like
can I-
you know where to research this. I think I don't think it's necessarily if you had the information in front of you, you could discern probably how to do that. But
yeah,
you
it
don't
just
have
says
that
I
in
know
this
where
room.
to find information.
Why don't you put it into the chat? Text it to me so I can read it.
Okay, one sec.
Yeah.
As
So
everyone's
moving.
filing out, can I sort of ask one of them if they're still like restraining themselves? Like, can you guide us to Olanthius? Tell us where to go.
Yes, one of them speaks and says, "Olanthius keeps his quarters here in the catacombs. His rooms may contain evidence of his humanity."
All right.
Which way are his rooms?
Which way?
Let's
Yeah.
go.
To the east.
Yeah, I'm moving.
His crypt lies to the east, and then they attack. So we're gonna go back into
You
initiative.
gotta stop asking questions. We
Roll
gotta
for initiative?
go.
Roll for initiative. Well, you did
stuck
gain
over
some.
here.
You did gain some information by that one.
One. They go first.
Okay. One ghost is going to attack Kolgath because it's adjacent.
Yep. 22.
Yep. Probably not going to hit. Yeah. Yeah. So it tries to grab onto you, but unfortunately it can't. It is going to move though. It is going to go into the wall. Okay.
It's coming.
All right, and then we go to your turn. Somebody, I'll give you a minute to discuss strategy as well, since they went first. You can discuss.
When they go
Let's
into the
get
wall,
out.
are they like leaving, or are they just hiding to attack and pop out from somewhere else?
You're not. I don't think you were sure of that, but
attacking us. I think we should all just run away.
Yeah,
Wait.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't think they want to hurt us.
I killed it with like 38 damage. Also, FYI.
Yep.
The other
Right, but I think these are spirits of Hellrider knights that are trapped here, and I would rather free them
Yeah.
than kill them and destroy them.
okay. So the goal is to flee, basically.
They wanted to be destroyed, but yeah, I'll disengage and run.
Okay.
Let's
All
get
right.
out.
So we'll stop here since you're going to try to avoid combat for the time being. Let's go through your. I think Stefano and Christian are moving through the little hallway there. I'll read to you what you see as you move through. Recesses in the walls hold iron burial caskets. Each casket has a single, healthy red rose resting on its lid.
Last time I opened lids, bad things happened. So
Any
As we
writing?
walk into,
Writing, you said?
Yeah.
There are caskets arranged in stacked pairs. So there's 6 of them. Let's see.
Are the roses like being kept fresh by magical means, or are they actually like
I guess detect magic would still be up. So yes, the roses are magical. Yeah.
I go, how
Seem-
can something like this grow down here? Stay
They are
alive
fresh.
down here?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And Caddis, so your druid knowledge of this knows that they're being preserved magically. There's no way a rose would be this healthy, picked. Yeah.
This has
Really
some,
not
like,
your
Beauty
druid,
and
just
the
your
Beast
common
vibe.
knowledge of plants.
Oh yeah,
in
big
general.
time, Dasha.
Yeah.
As we walk into the room, just kind of want to elbow our trusty paladin and say, "You see what a lifetime of honor and duty gets you?"
I'm a conquest paladin, buddy.
Okay, so are we
You guys
continuing
want
to move
one
on?
casket or
Is
just
that-
move on?
I'm
I
like
just wanna
really
know-
interested in these roses, I guess, as a druid. I'm
I
Cannot
can't
figure this
control
out.
myself
I
around
just want to know if
flowers.
there's writing or if there's a coat of arms that matches some of the stuff that we saw in the urns.
Yeah, you know what? I got to be honest with you. It doesn't say here, but I feel like there would be. It would be similar iconography. If anything, more ornate writings or inscriptions on it, because it seems like these people might have had more importance in their lives. Yeah.
And I'm gonna keep moving on.
Okay. So in this room, you see large iron burial urns positioned reverently through this hall, engraved with noble coats of arms from the city of Elturel, polished swords, lances, and shields hang on the racks of the walls. And 3 more ghosts appear.
You just gotta keep going, I think. Not even bother.
Yeah.
Just keep moving as quickly as we can.
Yeah.
We're trying to put you to rest.
Yeah, we're not here to hurt you.
Okay.
guys
Move your
coming?
characters into the room.
And tell them to move in the opposite direction that we're going before they lose control.
These ghosts from the other room have passed through the wall, and they come out again.
Keep going.
Yeah, you can keep going, but they are going to take swipes at you. So this one is going to move here, and if you're willing to keep running, we will just allow you to move on your turn instead of fight. But he's gonna take a swipe at you, Lucius. No, not 16. 18. I think it misses you, right? Yeah. Your AC is what? 19? There you go.
It's 19.
Yep. So it takes a swipe at you, and again says to trust Olanthius. There is good in him. All right.
All right.
But we're running.
Yep.
Okay.
We
Move
do
your
trust
characters
him.
again. I'm going to reveal those areas here.
Honestly,
Okay.
once there's like 12 of these things on us, I'll use my other channel divinity.
I have mine as well. I can freeze them in their tracks if there's more. Yeah.
He said east. I shout to the group as we continue
Yeah.
running.
Okay.
As we continue to go east. Yeah. Okay. Good.
All right. Move yourselves into this room. I'll describe what you see. An iron urn, heaped with human bones, squats in an alcove at one end of this hall. On the wall nearby, a carved relief shows a column of mounted knights charging through the portal into a fiery hellscape. Let me just move. I think we lost Lulu. She's still up
Lulu's
at the
way up.
entrance. Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Bob, what did you say was in the alcove? I'm sorry.
Yeah, in the alcove, you see an iron urn heaped with human bones.
Okay.
That's down here. I think you see it, the drawing on the map,
Yep.
correct?
How
More
many-
than one corpse.
Yeah, how many humans worth of bones?
The questions we have to ask for this game.
One heap's worth.
How many femurs in a heap of femurs?
You guys want to go down this way? Bob?
Yes.
We use metric down here. We don't use heaps.
Yeah, so from the urn,
Oh god.
you see, I gotta get these tokens here.
Stop asking questions.
From the urn, you see
Bob, I put it
bodies.
in the chat. What you were asking about?
Oh, thank you.
Nate, I'm with you.
Yeah,
Keep your
so
head
with
down.
that, that's actually what I was
That's it.
thinking, Dobby. So it's not necessarily that you in this crypt, you'll know where to go in this crypt. You kind of know how to research how to find the information. So like if you were at a library or like it says university scriptorium, you could go seek out a sage or somebody who might know that information. You might know what books to read to find it. Not necessarily like giving you like a navigation to each specific location if there's undead or some sort of curse that you'd know in the house or in the lair where it would be. I think it's more
Would
of
I
like
have an idea of what we're looking for? Not
that you
necessarily
probably
where it is.
that you could probably, if you were to be given information about it, I think you could discern this is information. So when you find that piece, yes, I think you will be able to tell what's causing the curse. I think so. Okay, so out of the urn are coming out these bodies, and they do look like, decayed, rotted mummies. Gonna bring them to the token layer. They're coming out of the urn. Okay. We're gonna go into initiative here, certainly. So let's roll initiative. Let's roll to see who's gonna get the first crack here. A 19.
Thanks.
And I'll give you a minute afterwards to
Who wants to do it?
discuss.
I'll do it.
Do it.
Got pluses to initiative. Not me.
No. It's a straight 20.
It's just roll 20, right?
Yeah.
Yep, just straight up 20.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Hold on. You didn't roll D20.
All right.
You rolled 20.
Oh, yeah.
You did.
You put the D. That was a.
You just rolled
Oh.
20. You didn't actually put a dice to it. Oh,
Oh man.
that's what you get. That's what you get for
Is the chat
not
in
running
the
a.
stream, Bob, or should we just grab what's
No,
happening?
No, the chat is in the chat is in the stream. The chat is in the stream. Yeah, they can see it.
All right. I thought I did something good, guys.
So actually,
Or this
yeah,
guy.
yeah. The chat is in the stream, so they can see that. So 20 was
Like it's not
you
the
just
first time you've
rolled
done that.
20.
Someone
And
did that
the-
last time.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was me.
yeah.
I did that on purpose, though.
Oh, just trying to cheat. Is that what it was? All right, so they're gonna go first. So you hear the ghosts from the other room approaching, as well as these mummies that are piling out over the urn. Their bones and their flesh decayed, marching towards you. All right, so this is going to be. We'll start with the mummies, I think. Yeah. All right, so the mummy is going to come out.
So, for the start of combat talk, can I say something real quick?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna put the timer. I think you could hear
the
my
last-
timer, right?
The
when it
last
went
time
off
we
before?
battled against zombie-type creatures, they were weak to fire. Don't forget.
Burn them. Maybe
Yeah.
burn that urn as well.
Torch everything.
Who's got a fireball?
I do.
If I get to go first, 5 of them will still be grouped, and I could try an AOE, whether it's hypnotic pattern, whether it's shatter at a high level or something.
We should do an AoE fire attack.
Yeah, who's got one?
I'm going to cast
I'll
Spirit
do it.
Guard.
I can
I
do
just have
fire.
Produce Flame.
What do you have, Colgath?
I'll just cast fireball from my shield. Save your spell slots.
I mean, it'll hit us.
have everyone run away. I'm resistant.
Actually, I'm also resistant.
And you two are the closest.
How big is
It's
the radius on that?
20.
20
Okay.
radius?
I think it's 20-foot radius. Yeah, I think.
John, you might be able to pick a spot down in this corner.
Yeah, if you hit this corner right here, right now it'll only hit you, to be totally honest. If
Yeah.
you move one space to the right, it won't hit you. No, never mind. Apparently it will.
But they're also going to attack right now. They have first round, so.
So fireball is a 20-foot radius sphere, centered at a point that you could see.
Well, you're centering it right now on the on the square, not
Yeah.
on the point.
The point's going to be right on the wall.
Oh, I apologize. Those mummies that are on the outside here, they're actually kind of like doubled up. They're like in the urn, so that's the wall you see. So it's got to be.
There's 8 of them. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
there's 8 of them in the urn. Yeah, they're piling out now.
All right.
So right now it would hit hit John, and it would hit who's the blue person?
I think that would hit me.
That's Caddis.
As it comes from the point, not the center of the square.
It's probably not the best choice, but I'd like to. I don't know. We got to move on, right?
Yeah,
Yep, we're gonna start. So the mummies are going. That's they're headed out there.
Yep.
All right. So the mummy is going to come out and use its fist. It's going to try to pummel. I guess. Yeah, it's going to go after Kolgath. You're right there. So it's going to try to get you, and then it's also going to use a special ability that it has. It's going to glare at... Who's next week? Lucius, you're there too? Yeah. So Lucius, it's going...
the entrance of this.
Yeah, so Lucius is going to glare at you as it moves, and it's going to hit Kolgath because you're the closest. So Lucius, give me a wisdom saving throw, which you're pretty good at.
2.
You're pretty good at that.
And you got the aura. Yep.
19.
Okay, you're fine. So this mummy comes out, and it's going to try to mummy fist. Kolgath is going to hit, actually.
It's a
And-
22.
Yeah, it rolled pretty well. And it's going to do 10 bludgeoning damage and 10 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Wow.
You also need to give me a constitution saving throw. Are you immune to curses and stuff like that as a paladin? I always forget at this level.
Charm. I don't. Curses, I don't think
Okay.
so.
Okay, so then yeah, give me a constitution saving throw.
I have to look that up. Okay. If it works, then I'll look it up.
Yeah.
Good.
I have burning hands, AOE fire. If you guys want to let me go,
Yeah, I think you should do it on the urn.
it'll hit everything.
Okay.
Kolgath
Use an
saving throw?
inspiration point on that roll, I think.
Which roll?
On the saving throw?
My roll in the con save. I can use inspiration on that, right, Bob?
Yeah, you could use it. Yeah, but you could. We've said that inspiration. I don't mind if you roll your die first and then do it because, you might waste inspiration that way. So
I have
I'm fine
3
with that.
inspiration points. I'm going to use the one that I used when I picked that thing out of the guy's toe from the
Sure.
red caps because I rolled a 3 on the die and
Sure.
an 8 is not going to cut it.
okay.
I rolled a 2 this time. Yay!
So what's your total? Is an 8?
7.
Your total's a 7.
You said Constitution, yes?
Yeah. You don't have a
Yes.
decent constitution?
I'm sorry.
Maybe I didn't hear what you rolled, your die roll, but you got a 7 in total.
I rolled a 2 on the die.
Oh,
was
so you
your
got a
first
7
roll?
with the 2. Gotcha. Well, your
3.
first roll was an 8. Okay. I see
My
what you're
first
saying
roll
now.
was a 3 and my second roll was a 2.
Okay, I see
Sorry,
what you're saying. Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, you did fail. So you are cursed with mummy rot. Okay, so here's what it's going to do. At this point, I think being a paladin, you sense this. You do feel like you are unable to regain hit points. Like we could even say maybe your lay on hand ability you feel like won't work on you, and it's your hit point maximum is decreased by 10.
I'm sorry, you said decreased by 10?
Yep. Yep. So your hit point maximum decreases. You ended up taking, I think, 20 damage from that hit, right?
Correct.
Yeah, 10 necrotic and 10 bludgeoning. And then your hit points are reduced, and you feel like you are cursed, and you will not be able to regain hit points. Okay,
They don't have
so
someone else.
your turn.
Somebody got it
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah. Dobby, you're going. I'm starting the timer.
So I'm going to move here and cast a 15-foot cone, burning hands. That's
Sure.
hit all of the zombies, and that is
No, it won't hit all of them.
It'll only hit 2.
Yeah.
how.
A 15-foot cone is kind of annoying. I'm going to pause the timer because this is me speaking to you, but it's I'll show you what it would look like.
Move here.
It'll go like this, Dobby. It's actually not that great. It'll go like this.
I don't see
That's
anything.
We can't see anything.
Oh, you
wait.
can't see my drawings?
I do.
Oh, my
Oh,
I have like a
So,
white silvery.
can I-
I'll
can I
change
go
mine
there?
to something bright.
Will that
I
work?
think if you put there, you'll hit 4 of them.
Yeah. I like that spot better.
Here. It's going to go like this. That's where it'll hit if you were there. If you're here, it'll hit. It actually is pretty decent. Yeah, I think that's probably better. You have the range to go there? Dobby, you have the ability to go there? The distance?
I was here.
Okay.
moved
Oh, yeah, yeah.
25.
You're plenty of... Yeah.
10, 15, 20.
Yep.
I can move anywhere here. Yeah.
So if you go here, it could get these squares.
Can I hit all of them? Maybe like right there or something.
You could
Or
go like
can't
that.
Forward.
Oh, actually, that might even be better, and you have the range to do that too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that may even be better. That would be starting at the point, the corner here. You can
Yeah.
go like
You're
this.
gonna hit. All
And then
the-
I'll hit Kolgath, but he's resistant.
No, you won't
right?
hit Kolgath. You won't hit
Oh, I
Kolgath.
won't.
You're starting it on this corner right here, and it'll go like this. It makes that like kind of staircase looking
Nice.
image.
Okay.
It should
Are
be
you
like
actually
that.
hitting Kolgath?
You will
No.
not hit Kolgath. No, I can't draw with my mouse, so it looks
And
like
that's
it's.
that's a dexterity saving throw for any zombies hit.
Yep. Mummies. You should know this. Come on. You're a necromancer.
Yeah, mummy. Sorry.
What's your saving throw again?
16.
Okay. Okay. So the four mummies, this one is actually going to pass, the one that was up here. The other three are going to fail.
So you'll take half damage if you pass.
Okay. And they're vulnerable, so it's going to actually do double damage.
Okay. So I rolled a 2, 2, and a 1.
Okay, you cast it as a first level spell. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so it's going to end up doing 10 damage to the first zombie, or first mummy.
Wait, what happens if I cast it as a higher level?
For every level above, you add a d6 to the roll.
Yeah.
Look, I don't mind. I know that a lot of us were, you were new to D&D at this point. If you didn't know that, that's fine. I'll let you upcast it now.
I was actually going to say I don't have many second level slot skills, so can I cast it as a second level?
Yeah. Roll another d6.
So it's one more. So
Okay, so
10 damage.
10 damage. So the first one's going to end up taking, 10 because he made a saving throw. So it's half and then doubled. So he'll end up taking that. The others are going to take 20 damage each because you did 10. that did decent damage.
And then does an 18 hit for armor penetration?
For what? Oh, the arrows. Yeah,
piercing?
the arrows. Yeah. Yes, that will hit. The arrows from the mummies.
Yep.
Okay. Who are you attacking with that one? The front guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that'll be 15, 20 damage.
Okay. That doesn't seem like it all hurt him, though.
Okay.
You said 15, 20 damage, I mean?
20.
Okay. Yep, and then we go to the mummy's turn, or the ghosts, but we're going to keep with the mummies for right now. These flaming mummies are getting out of the urn, and they're charging in. This one's going to go on Lucius, because why not? No, it's not going to hit you, though, Lucius. However, Hex, give me a saving throw, wisdom saving throw for its dreadful glare.
Can do. Let's see.
+2, wasn't
Yes, +2 from Kolgath.
Does a 17 work?
It does. So you resist the dreadful glare. You are not frightened. Next to
Okay.
on your side, who's going?
Why don't I go?
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna hit the timer.
Over to here. I'm gonna cast Hypnotic Pattern on a point centered right here, going towards the rest of the mummies, so it'll hit this guy and all these guys in the corners.
Sure.
All right, it's a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, what is the type of magic again? I always forget. Was it to charm? Is it an enchantment?
Charm.
Yeah,
It's a charm.
it is.
Okay. Gonna reveal just for you, Nate, because you moved over there a little bit. You see another corridor like the one earlier. All right, so you don't even have to, I'm not going to roll. You cast Hypnotic Pattern, so this swirling illusion comes out, or enchantment comes out, and the mummies seem unaffected by it.
Cool.
Hey, Bob, I'm pretty sure paladins are immune to mummy rot.
That's what I was saying. I wasn't
They're
sure
immune-
if you had
They're
that
immune-
ability yet.
They're immune to disease, not a curse.
But I don't think it's a curse. And I mean, you can go read everything. I just was on all sorts of places.
Sure. That's
It
what I
looks like
thought.
it.
That's what I thought originally. That's why I wasn't sure. it says rotting fist is a curse. It says a cursed creature. You saving throw. You be cursed with mummy rot. It says it can be removed. It can be removed by remove curse spell. So
I don't think you're immune to that.
if are you speaking of like the disease part of it? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, the disease aspect of the curse. Is
And
that what it causes?
And do people online on the internet seem to think that it's?
Them Reddit people seem to think that paladins are.
Oh, then it has to be true.
Obviously.
I don't see the word disease.
I agree with you, Lucius. I agree with you. For right now, though, I think I'm going to give it to John because I was under that assumption too. And maybe there's some errata or FAQ that came out, Chris Perkins or somebody put out that I want to make sure I don't screw you over. So for right now, we'll leave you at your max hit points like normal and all that stuff. I was under the assumption that was the case. So I think that makes sense too. I feel like mummy rot wouldn't affect you if your body is so pure. And although I could be totally wrong and messing it up, but for now we'll keep it.
Including supernatural and magical diseases. So I know it's a
I'm fine to give it to you. I'm fine to give it to you. All right, so Nate, you cast Hypnotic Pattern, and this works so well. You weren't here with Archon, but when you cast it against Archon, oh boy, it just works so well. And now these mummies just seem to ignore it entirely. Okay, the next mummy's going to go out and attack Dobby. Dobby, what's your AC?
16.
How much?
16.
16. Okay, so this mummy's going to hit you. Give me a con saving throw, and this time we'll make Kolgath take a dreadful glare save, wisdom saving throw. Kolgath, unless you are immune to fear.
It would be my conquest paladin. I think at the start. Not yet.
Natural 20. So
all right, so you're immune to the mummy rot as well, but you do take 10 necrotic damage and 10 bludgeoning from a mummified fist smacking you across the face.
That's me?
Yep.
Sorry. I got a 12 on that wisdom save.
You pass. That passes. Okay.
I was dying
So
in the jail as well.
yep, you're not frightened either. So now these mummies are engaged with the three heroes at the bottom. We'll go to your team now. Who's next?
I'm gonna go.
Go, Christian. Yep.
Okay. Can I produce flame the urn? Would that potentially hit more zombies because they're all still kind of
yeah.
crawling out in there?
What's the radius? Is it a 10-foot cube?
No, I think it's just a 5. Let's see.
All the zombies or mummies. I just pictured them now, so they're all. That's all of them.
Sorry about
Actually,
how much damage
they're
did I
not
take?
all of them. There's more still. I lied. Say that again.
How much damage did I take?
You took 20 in total. 10 bludgeoning, 10 necrotic.
So I passed my save. It's still 10 necrotic.
The damage you still take. Yes, the damage was separate from the mummy rot effect.
Okay.
Yeah. Christian, you want to produce flame?
I think it's just a point, so I'm just gonna do produce flame on the mummy closest to me in Kolgath.
Okay. Does it have to make a saving throw? Is that what it is?
No, it's a roll to attack, so it's a 28 to hit.
Okay. That's fine. That
It's
hits.
definitely gonna hit.
Oh
and
yeah,
then it's,
definitely hit.
2d8. So it's gonna do 8 damage of fire damage. So I guess.
Okay, so it's going to do 16. Yep. Now, I hate to
that a
say
ranged
this,
attack?
Christian. Yeah, it's a ranged attack, so you're going to get disadvantage on it. If you would like to, perhaps, I don't know, risk a attack of opportunity, you could take a step back and do it, so you'll hit.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm actually going to say that these mummies are not going to take attacks of opportunities. They're kind of mindless at this point, so they're not going to think that way.
Okay.
Okay.
So I take a step
So you
back,
take a step
hit that
back
guy
and
for
you.
16.
Yep, perfect. Okay, now we go to the 3 mummies have gone. I'm gonna start bringing the ghosts in here. So this ghost is going to fly in from the other end to hit Eroviel. Eroviel, what's your armor? Never mind, it misses. Rolled a 1, but it's going to speak to you, Eroviel, and it says, "Free us from our servitude." All right.
Tell us how. That was fun. Tell us how.
Sure. It says, the Steelers in the other chamber, they inscribe our name. All right, and then we'll go to, yeah, Steela. I looked this up because I didn't know how to pronounce it, but it's pronounced a stela. It's like a memorial placard.
Yeah. Eele, that word?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yep.
I always
I've
said
never
Steelers.
heard that word, so the teacher and me had to look it up. I have a vocabulary routine if you want to see it later.
So what's
All right.
There it is! Steela!
Were they referring to the room we just left?
No. It seems to be a chamber you haven't seen yet.
Okay, awesome.
All right, so now your turn, your team.
I'll go. I'm gonna cast
Channel Divinity.
Shatter. Actually, you know what? Maybe I will do that. Hold on, let me see what happens if I move here and give myself a 30-foot aura. I want to see if I can get these ghosts too.
You can, I think. Does it go through walls? Do you need to see them? I closed off the Channel Divinity tab. You can't reach those ghosts.
It doesn't
but-
hit them anyway.
Yeah. I see it. It's pretty good though. It's pretty good. Okay. Do you?
Yeah. All right. I'll do it.
Okay. Wisdom saving throws. I'm gonna pause your timer because your turn went pretty good. I'm gonna roll for. We'll do mummies. I'm gonna go in clockwise order, although you don't see my rolls anyway. But fail, 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 fail. Oh my God! Fail.
Yeah.
What's your saving throw? Is a 15?
15.
16? Okay, 15. Fail. Fail. Pass.
One of them.
Pass and pass. So the last two pass. These two on the bottom left pass. The others all fail. They failed pretty badly. Did you say something like if they fail by more than they're destroyed?
No, it's only CR1 or lower.
Oh yeah, these are not. Yeah, these are not. Yeah. Okay, so then that's the Channel Divinity turn undead. We go to their turn.
Right, I'm gonna use the rest of my movement
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
because I only moved 15.
Yep.
So I'm gonna keep moving to try to find these placards. So
Sure.
boom, 30. I'm in here now.
You have enough room to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I have 40 movement because I have the mobile feat.
Ooh, look at you, fancy. Okay. So that's what you see down this hallway. All right, now we go to the mummy's turn. Another mummy's gonna go. We'll take one of the back ones that is not afraid. He'll run through here, and he'll attack Dobby. Actually, I'll roll for it. Dobby.
Do I get an opportunity attack?
No, he stayed engaged with you. He didn't leave your space. Dobby, I think you're gonna get hit.
So from the last attacks, if I use shield with +5, my armor class becomes 21, and it would carry over for these hits also.
But we passed that time. You can do it now.
I'll do it now.
Okay, you do block this hit. And then Dreadful Gaze will do it on who passed that, right? Lucius, Colgath, not Weir, Caddis. All right, so then I think almost everybody has had a chance to do that. Then we'll go to Eroviel. Give me a Wisdom saving throw.
What is Lulu doing this whole time? Can she get into the
She could, but she's on your team, so if you want her to go, she'll go. But she'll go last unless there's a reason.
Yeah, we haven't gone through a full round.
Yeah. So I will just mark the ones that are scared from.
Barovia, what
Lucius.
was that?
20.
You're good. Yep, you're good. The ones with the crossbones are scared. They're going to be running on their next turn. So just so you know, they look scared.
Did you test the ghost on top? Because that was within the 30-foot.
Yeah.
No, I did not. No, I did not.
Yeah.
No, I did not.
Okay.
It's going to pass though. All right. So, and this mummy is also scared. All right. Who's next? They just went. So, your choice. Who has not gone yet? Eroviel hasn't gone. Hex has not gone.
Yeah.
Do you want to go, Hex?
Yeah, I can do it. I'm just going to attack the nearest one with my fucking longsword. Excuse me.
Okay, but if you attack him, though, remember, Stefano said it's going to cause them to not run away. So right now, this is the one that will not run away.
Yeah.
That's the one you want to attack? Okay.
Am I within? Can I move to that one then?
Yeah.
Am I within
Yeah,
range of it?
very easily. Yeah.
Perfect.
You were 5 feet away, so now you're there.
Go ahead.
Does a 17 hit by any chance?
Yep. Yes, it does.
Brilliant.
And you're attacking with what type of a weapon?
Longsword.
Is it magical?
It is magical.
Okay.
That'll be exactly 6 damage. I rolled a natural 1 on the damage.
Oh,
dice.
so what a beauty. What a beauty. Okay.
You'll love to see it.
Okay. Then we go to the rest of the last mummy, who will come up here, and will attack Kolgath.
That.
Cool.
And it's going to miss, and it'll use its last gaze on Weir. So I think everybody has been taken that save at least once. Weir?
Sorry, there was some other noise. What'd you say?
Oh, Weir, wisdom saving throw for the dreadful gaze.
14.
Yeah.
You're good.
You also get
All
a
right,
plus
so-
2.
Oh, either
that's
way,
16.
yeah. So you're good. So everybody, we're not going to do dreadful gazes anymore because everybody has done that so far. All right, now we go to your turn. Who's left?
I am.
Okay.
And me.
And Lulu. So I can move through friends, right?
Yep.
So I could move like right here. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna move right here. And
The
I'm
ghost is going to swing at you and miss you as you leave combat. It took an attack of opportunity.
Okay, I have a. Oh, he missed anyway. I have advantage on the, or they should have disadvantage on those because I have escaped the horde. Okay.
Cool.
So I'm gonna shoot at this guy, right there, with my cast hunter's mark.
Yep,
So that's gonna be a 25 to hit.
that will hit.
Okay.
Easily.
Yeah.
He's injured as well.
Wonderful. That was crappy. So 8 plus 3, 11 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna attack again with Colossus Slayer. So, oh, sorry. Okay. 23 to hit.
That's good.
And that'll hit. Okay.
Yep.
8, 14. Plus 6 is 20. Plus
Wow.
25 damage.
Wow, nice. Very nice. This one is bloodied. Actually, quite a few of them are bloodied now. No, not all of them, but this one definitely is. It's actually looks really injured. So Eroviel comes into the room and pops 2 arrows off into the mummy's rotting flesh, and this one looks like it's about to fall apart. We go to Lulu, I guess is the ghosts. More ghosts fly. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, so right here, ghosts are just moving. This one pops out of the wall, and the rest of them are just going to move here. Although actually, this one could hit your skeleton. So we'll do one attack on the skeleton. Skeleton's going to get hit. How much health does the skeleton have, Dobby? Is that accurate there? 21?
You're muted.
Andrew?
Sorry, it's 13 plus my level, so 21.
13 plus your level, okay. So this is going to do... it's going to do 17 damage, but it's necrotic. Are they immune to necrotic? I actually don't think skeletons are.
Let me take a look.
I don't think skeletons are.
They are immune to poison.
Poison, yeah. So it's going to do 17 damage, so he's at 4 left. You can change his health. I'll let you control it. All right, and then one is going to attack Eroviel through the wall. It came through the wall, but it's going to miss. It's going to fail. Okay, and who failed their test against its fear? Eroviel and Dobby, correct?
Yeah.
You both need to make saving throws again.
I passed my test.
Oh, that's right. We said you
that
passed
was a
it
20.
eventually afterwards. That's right. Either way, you encountered it already, so it's fine. The effect wore off. You don't have to take it again. I apologize. All right, so that's one round of combat, everybody. Alan Lulu. Lulu is going to run over here and fly above the mummy and jut out ahead of Stefano to say, "I'll go look in this room." And
Colgan has not
reveal it.
gone yet, also, by the way.
Oh, I thought you did. Go.
No,
I
I was
apologize.
going to do the fireball and I waited. Yeah.
I apologize.
I
Go.
was going to drop that other mummy, but I'm going to try to just kill this one last mummy up here, the one that's Aroviel almost destroyed.
Yeah. Yep.
Do one attack at a time.
26 to hit.
That will hit. It's going to kill it.
Yep, and then I'll attack the other one that's not this
Yeah.
guy, the other one that's not feared, or
Sounds good.
whatever Lucius thing is.
Yeah. You got it.
And that is going to be a 27 to hit. Damn,
That's going to hit.
I'm rolling well.
You're like doubling up these mummies here.
Yeah. Trying to think if I want to smite it. No. Regular attack.
Okay.
12 damage.
Yep, that'll go through. So, Kolgath caves in the head of the first mummy with the warhammer and pulls it back and turns to smack the other one that was flanking him, and again makes solid contact with its body. These mummies are going to, on their turn, because I know it's the end of the battle, the round now. The ones that had not acted are fearful of Lucius, so they're going to cower back into the urn. I think that's probably appropriate, so they're going to run back there. So I'll give you a minute to discuss what you'd like to do. There are ghosts to the north, scared mummies to the west, a room to the east.
Are these other two going to go as well that are next to me?
They acted already though, so on their turn they seem like they will be running. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get rid of that mummy that's blocking our path, and then let's book it.
Yeah, if
Okay.
you guys think you could take care of the one mummy, I might just take my turn to just keep moving.
I actually think you should all just keep going, keep running. Let me finish off that last mummy and try to hold the hallway.
Could we wall them off with like a wall of thorns?
Or a wall of fire.
Wall of fire?
Yep. I can fireball them if you all go back down the hallway. I can do wall of fire. I have my channel divinity to cause fear. I was hoping to save it, but this might be the right time. So
How
We
many
also
times do you use it?
have Aroviel getting surrounded by ghosts, so she's got to get out of there
yeah,
soon.
disengage and run.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Sound good?
It might
Okay.
not be a bad idea to have like Aroviel, then Caddis.
Yep.
So we're running down the hallway that's lower, right? Not back
Yep.
up.
It looks like you're going this way, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So timer's up. Who would like to go first?
Can I just run?
Yeah.
My turn?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna disengage and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I move here?
Perfect. That's your turn because you disengaged. Great.
Yeah.
Okay. The ghosts. We'll start with the ghosts. I think this first ghost is going to come over here and actually this one could go through the wall here. So it'll go through the wall and it'll land right there, and it's going to attack the imp. No, skeleton. The other one attacked skeleton. Well, I'll roll it. Skeleton.
The injured one, I assume?
Yeah. Is there more there? Are they all in that one spot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Can you separate them? Because they should be in separate spots. I forgot about that.
Sure.
The imp is invisible as well, still, right?
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
that's
it's
right.
invisible.
So we'll just move the imp off to the side because I don't think it would be in this combat. So against the injured one, then, whichever one that was.
Top
Well,
one.
yeah,
I put it
I'll-
as the closest since he's
I'm going
the
to put
one
it here because I thought it was in this spot.
that- Okay.
So it's going to attack. It's going to miss. Okay, so it's going to try to grab the skeleton, but it fails to do so. Then it's going to go to your turn. Who would like to go first?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna disengage and run as well.
Okay, roll. Move your character.
Yep. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There you go.
Yeah. Again, I'm fine with this diagonal being used here. I know that it seems a little weird, but I don't mind it. The mummy's not going to take attacks of opportunity, so you can run by it.
Cool.
All right. Now we go to the mummies. Let's get this mummy going here. This mummy is going to make life a little harder for you. It's going to go here and after Lucius. It goes to grab you, but you're able to fend it off. It looks like it wants to club you with its hands. You're up. Your turn.
I get an attack of opportunity on it, don't I?
You do.
Oh, I do too, right?
You do. Do you have a weapon out, Dobby?
Yeah, I have my quarterstaff.
Okay, go ahead.
It's a 27. I
Oh yeah, you hit. Just tell me the damage, and Dobby, what'd you get?
14 damage.
Okay. And Dobby, did
I
you?
got a natural 20 to
Look at
hit.
this. Look at you, Dobby.
All
World
right.
beater here.
So that's a full damage on one die, right?
Yep. Yes, our house rules that the crits do full damage on one of the dice, so you're always going to do more than a regular max attack.
So it's a 6. I rolled a 1 and then -1 for damage. So
Okay,
6.
so 6, and it doesn't look like all of this went through either, Dobby. It seems to be
I bopped him on the
resistant to a regular attack. All right. Okay,
You tapped him on the shoulder.
head. Or his ankle, rather, because I'm too tiny.
let's go to their turn. So the mummies, just to save us time here, I am going to just move them all. They're going to run away. If you want to take your attacks of opportunity on them, you can.
No, I wouldn't, because I know that would
Yeah.
cancel out the spell.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to just move another ghost. So we'll move another ghost here. The ghost is going to go here. It's going to attack Weir. It's going to hit, I believe. Do you have any the reactions you want to do,
Cutting
Weir?
words.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
1.
A 1?
Yeah.
Your armor is not listed here, is it? Oh, it is listed. 15? Okay, yeah, it's still going to hit you.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're going to end up taking 10 necrotic damage. Sorry, not 10. What was it? 17. 17 necrotic damage.
Yikes. Okay.
Okay. Then we go to the party. Who's
Nate,
next?
Do you want to react?
I would not mind, running,
Okay.
disengage, but I actually, I think I have to take the attack of opportunity. So I'm gonna double move. 1.
So, it's funny. You can't normally move through. Can halflings move through people's squares?
Yep, I can move
They
through
can, yeah.
anything bigger than me.
That's right. That's what I thought. Yeah,
Enemy
this is a
or-
medium ghost. Yeah, yeah.
Cool feature.
He runs under the non-existent legs of this ghost. This doesn't mean you can't explore that room, by the way, Caddis. You could still get there.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, like, if I was playing like a video game, I would have totally have doubled back, gone down there, been like, oh, what's down here?
I almost wanted Nate to go that way. So I wrote it down. It probably leads to the same place.
I'll just run off by myself in this.
Could be
cave.
like,
That sounds like a great idea.
there could be like a treasure chest in here. With...
All right, so I
Ariel's
ran.
sword is in there.
Bob, your ghost had an attack of opportunity.
It's gonna miss.
Awesome.
Wait, Nate, where'd you go? Are you all the way in the other room? Damn.
I double moved rather than disengaging.
Cool. And the mummies aren't taking opportunity attacks, so that's cool.
Right.
Okay, and we're gonna go to the mummies now. I'm sorry, the ghosts again. We're just gonna have these ghosts do. I'm just gonna speed things up here. I'm gonna make just like a few attacks on certain skeletons. The other skeleton though cannot actually be hurt, so because it's blocked off. So I'm gonna roll these in here.
By skeletons.
Yeah, I think.
Not my skeleton crew.
I
Leave
think
them alone.
so. Each of these skeletons are gonna get hit by each of these. I rolled pretty good here. The lowest I got on a die would be a 14. What's their armor?
13.
Okay, so then they're all going to get hit. They're all going to take 17 and 17 damage, so 34 damage. So I think they're dead. These skeletons right here and here.
The two on the bottom?
Yeah. And that's it, because the other two ghosts already attack. So those two skeletons die, and that's the end of the enemy's turns, because I know they're a little unrelated. It seems like you want to run away. So I'd actually say that those skeletons are probably not going to be able to escape, because they can't go through the ghosts. I just read the rule. It says that they're incorporeal, but it doesn't say anything about enemies. It says the ghosts can move through other creatures and objects, but it doesn't say anything about like if you being able to move through them. So I would say if you want, the skeletons could be like the thing that keeps the ghosts there, so you can escape. Does that seem fair?
I guess I shouldn't cast Fireball.
No, I mean if you could want to, if you want to kill the mummies or kill them, you can. But yeah,
Let's just go.
I would be fine if you wanted to save that spell.
I'm sorry, Dobby.
We'll move this mummy. This mummy's the only one you have to deal with. So
How
this
can
mummy,
I get through the mummy that's blocking the way?
you'd have to kill him. That's the one you'll have to focus on. I'd say if you say the skeletons will take one for the team, the ghosts will swarm them. The imp can still get away because he's invisible and can fly above them. So we'll move the imp. We'll move the imp back here to safety. But the rest of you, if anybody has a turn left and you want to attack this mummy, that would be the goal.
So Hex, myself, both have
All right. So why don't we start with Hex? Tim, why don't you give it a crack?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep moving out of the room, so I'll just use an Eldritch Blast to try and hit him. Then.
He's
But
in
you're
your
gonna
way.
get.
You can't leave yet.
If he's in my way, then I'm definitely gonna just try and hit him with the scimitar for sure.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That'll be a 18 plus 8, 25 to
Oh,
hit.
you're gonna hit. These are slow-moving creatures. You hit them.
Again, that's a 2 on the dice, so a 7 magical damage slashing.
Okay. So even it's death by 1,000 cuts here with Hex. Okay, that's what it is.
Always.
Slashing and darting in and out. It looks cool, but you're not doing that much damage. Colgath, you want to step in?
Is it's a paper scimitar, so he literally kills them by paper cuts.
John, do you want me to try to kill this thing so you can cast Fireball?
Cool, go for it. Yep.
Because they've all gone, right?
Yeah, we're just gonna say that they've gone to
I
speed
haven't
up.
gone yet.
Well, I
No,
mean,
the enemies have all gone.
Oh.
Yeah. Mhm.
Lucius, go for
Alright.
it.
So I'm going to attack it. The dude. Crit.
Nice.
And I'm
Nice.
casting Booming Blade. So that's going to be 8 plus 1d8 plus 4. So far, 16 magical damage. And then I get Thunderbolt Strike, so that's going to be 2d8.
Yeah, he's dead, but the Thunderbolt Strike blasts all of his entrails over Colgath as you blow him away. So
Perfect.
Colgath, you're covered in mummy guts.
Not-
Luckily,
not
you're immune to
particularly
mummy
phased
rot.
by it at all.
Luckily, you're immune to mummy rot. Hopefully you're immune to
Hopefully.
mummy rot. Okay, so let's
And I'm gonna
I'll
move.
allow you all to run at this point. We can call the combat done. The skeletons are going to be taking one for the team here. They're going to be destroyed.
Will their pile of bones remain just in case I want to come back for them?
Yeah, I don't think the ghosts are
Eating them.
devouring or
Okay.
incinerating them.
Gotta check.
Yeah.
Gotta check.
Yeah. I know you like to have them. You carry them around in a little backpack, and
Yeah, they're my homies.
they're your homies.
Yeah,
All right,
it's
so
called a skeleton Bjorn. And it's really
yeah,
cute.
I can imagine a gnome doing that too, like Dobby doing that, carrying him in a little baby Bjorn. All right, so this room.
Do
It's
we
another.
not want me to try to attack these people? Or are you gonna just hope they stay?
Yeah, they're gonna be occupied. It's gonna keep
Let's
them occupied for the time being. So you enter into this room, and a similar room to all the other urn rooms. You see 2, 3 in the corner. Ghosts will appear, and they're going to say similar messages like, you must get out of here. You must free us. A variety of different sayings that contradict themselves.
I say you got it, and keep going towards this hallway.
Any
That's it.
flattered, any interesting stuff in this room other than what we've seen?
Yeah, they do say though that they want to be freed. They want to be freed.
Olgath is starting to get upset that we're moving westward, but we have no choice.
Dobby, is that little Dobby?
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. Can't be mad at the little ones. My dog just barked before anyway.
Bob, while we're running, I'm just gonna heal myself.
Okay.
I
So
could use a heal. I took 20 points of damage.
I did
Sure.
as well.
yeah, if you want to stop for a moment, yeah. So you can do all that in one round. So do your healing and stuff like that while the ghosts talk to you. So the ghosts that appear in this room say that the only way to free us is to remove our names.
Oh, awesome.
Where are the
Cool.
names?
No, let's just keep going.
Keep going. We'll find them. Let's go.
The ghost, Lucius, you said, where are they?
Yeah.
The ghost says, in the room, here, and points to the wall.
Which wall?
You do see my cursor?
Up.
Oh, right there where I am?
No.
I pinged that. Oh, where's
I'm-
Bob's? There's Bob's.
I'm red.
Cool.
Do we
You
want to
see it,
blast
right?
the wall?
Right there.
Wait, I'm still on
Can't-
screen.
I can't see your ping.
Yeah.
You might be in the GM layer.
I am. Wow. Great.
Oh, that wall.
Yep. Apologize for that. Yeah.
Oh, so maybe we should have taken that eastern tab at the top.
They're on that wall or on the other side? Yeah,
Wait,
they're
can I inspect the wall? Maybe they're written on there or something.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I
Give
can
me
make a
a
tunnel
investigate
to go through
check.
there with stone shape.
Cool. I just want to fireball it, I think. Don't stay away.
I'm looking at the wall.
Give me an
So-
investigation
Oh,
check.
ghost attack,
Actually,
Dobby. Maybe
Dobby,
look with
really,
binoculars.
if you're taking the time to investigate it closely, I'll say give me an investigate check. If you're just like giving a quick glance, perception. What do you want to make?
I think.
I will investigate it.
Go ahead.
$17.
Yeah. So in this room, you do see another panel that you could open that leads to another room.
Let's do it.
No.
So
Oh,
this
it's
room,
that way.
let's reveal. Okay. Do you see that?
Ooh.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Golgath, get your hammer ready.
No, I have a. I'm actually gonna cast. Is it open, or is this wall here?
We just walked in there.
This is a door that Dobby just opened. This area right here. Yeah.
I'm in.
So,
Okay, so we
you
all-
go into the room. You go into the room, and as you disturb the ankle-deep mist, it parts to reveal a ritual circle, written in blood on the floor. Hundreds of silver slivers of parchment are arranged within it, each tiny strip bearing the name written neatly in blood.
Burn them all.
Wait, let's do one. And see what happens? Or do you want to just burn them all?
I start tearing.
Burn them all.
So Lucia starts tearing, some people start lighting some on fire. They are able to be destroyed. So that's no doubt, if you want to destroy one, you can destroy it. No effect seems to happen, and this ghost is starting to move out into the middle of the room and is looking at you, again, trying to restrain himself before inevitably he's probably going to attack you soon.
Can I investigate anything else in the room?
Give me an Arcana check, Dobby.
Wait, so we're destroying them, but it's not doing anything to the ghosts.
Correct.
Okay.
25.
Stop, I say.
A 25, you said?
Yeah, 25.
Okay, so with that check, you can probably discern the purpose of these papers. These papers are the ritual that was done to bind these creatures probably to the Stelas, the one that they referred to before. So you know that if an undead creature is stuck here, there's usually an object or some sort of material curse or the curse is tied to. These papers were the things that tied them, that bound them. So you feel like destroying these, as well as crossing off their names on the Stelas, will probably remove the curse.
Okay.
All right.
I will
keep going.
cast Firebolt and start burning them all.
Yep, so you light a
flame.
fire, and the floor is now no longer covered in mist because the heat is just kind of vaporizing it. It is ablaze. The entire room, the floor is lit up with fire.
Sweet.
Okay.
Let's run.
Yep,
Watch
I'm
your
getting out of
toes.
here.
Can the ritual circle be kind of like smeared and disturbed?
Yes, I'd say the fire probably would do that as well.
I took out my flask and put some water on the ground.
Holy water?
Yeah, rubbed it around.
Sure. Okay, so would you like to head north or west?
Well,
What's north?
What's going on with this ghost right here? Did anything
Yeah.
change?
He's containing himself. He's trying to stop himself from attacking you.
run west.
Oh,
Well,
still?
that didn't help.
There must be more.
I'm getting the impression we got to go north and then east.
Yep.
Yeah, we can explore west because it's there.
Can I ask the ghost where more of these parchments are?
Yeah,
I thought we
the,
had to
We need
get
to
rid of
steal
the
it.
paint.
Yeah, we need to get rid of the
those
names
are
on the
their
steel.
names. There
We
are
did
no more.
one part of the thing. We have to do the other part, correct?
I thought we did. I thought Bob said that the fire took care
No,
of
we
that too.
didn't.
No.
We need the Stela, Dobby.
We need the steel as well.
Where's that?
Those were like the contracts. We need to cross them off now.
Yeah. Basically, now you allowed yourself to be able to stop the curse. Now you have to stop it. You have to destroy the Stelas or cross their names off the Stelas.
Where are the Stelas?
Well, they said Olanthius's chamber was to the east.
Wait, I can't remember this guy's freaking name.
Olanthius. His chamber is to the east. So if you'd like to, there's no more east passages. So perhaps like what Dobby was saying is correct. If you want to give me a survival check, someone with trained survival, you could maybe discern which way to go to get to the east.
I rolled a 19 on survival.
Yeah, I would say that you know that the west passage is probably not going to lead you closer to Olanthius's tomb.
All right.
Because I just put on the
Here
chat.
starts running back north.
I see it, Christian. Yeah, that might be useful at some point.
Yeah, can we use this to potentially just create a tunnel straight to the east, and having to go through all those ghosts up there that we know are there?
Sure. How many?
That's all
How
the
many
spell
feet?
says, so I don't
How many
know
feet
if
is
it
it?
means I can
This
just.
is mold earth.
This is stone shape.
So yeah, but it's only a 5 foot. So can you cast it? Like 20 times, like that sort of thing, or
It says, well, it's one action. I guess it's
Is it a
spell,
cantrip?
So I guess I can only.
it's not a cantrip, right?
No.
No. So
Okay.
you would run
Right.
out of spells. Yeah.
That the cantrip that digs, you can use that. That's kind of cool and make a tunnel.
Yeah. Do not have that.
It still
Alright,
has
let's
not
run.
been. It has not been more than 10 minutes though. So
I can send my imp invisible
Or a
to
minute?
go start scratching stuff.
sure. So you send the imp back up, move him to where you want
But
to.
that's okay with
Explore.
everybody else.
I think we just gotta go.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
Let's go.
Maybe if John wanted to go first and use his conquest aura to try to make sure those things don't go after us.
or a fireball.
Well, then you kill them.
Yeah.
They're right there, Bob. Okay, then we're back.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a step back.
So they
Go,
finished the
John.
skeletons, and they're here for you now. Do you want to use your aura, John, or fireball, or?
The aura is not going to help if they're there, guys. That doesn't make a difference anymore. Because they just are feared and they stay there. So I think we have to attack.
Can Lulu do like a charge attack and see if she can like
Nah,
puncture one of them?
Oh man, if I hit those mummies though, I might reactivate them, Stefano. It's almost a minute though, right? Whatever.
No, I'd
Well,
say
I
it's
mean,
been.
honestly, if you cast Fireball, you'll hit everything in the room. It'll do double damage on the mummies. Just, whatever.
You want to cast fireball?
Around, torch it.
Yeah, just
Fireball.
burn it to the ground, man. Let's go.
Okay, so we'll step
So
into
I'm gonna
initiative
do it
here.
Bob.
Colgath.
That's gonna get everyone, right?
Yep. I think it'd be appropriate that you would go first here, so I'll let you do fireball in the room. I'll make saving throws for everybody.
The 21.
21. Okay.
And
There
my shield's-
are. Let's see how many mummies there are. There's should be like 4 or 5 or 3 or 4 left. 4, 5, 5 left. Wow. Okay. That doesn't seem right, but maybe. All right. Yeah, it's very high DC. What was it you said it was? 20?
21.
21. Okay. Yeah, none of them are going to pass. They need a crit to actually pass it. So,
All right, I want to roll this in the chat because I think that'd be cool. I've never done that. I can't roll. Was it? It's
oh, you could use it. Go to the dice option on the left column, the little D20, and you could
Yeah.
pick how many D of whatever you want.
This
Or
is
you hit
five.
/ roll 8d6. Or is it 10d6 for this one? I forget.
I don't think it's 10d6.
Okay, so 8d6.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
8d6
/ roll.
/ roll space D or 8d6.
Oh, Is that simple with the space? Cool. Okay.
Yeah, it's that simple. All right.
Oof. Not that great.
Not that great. However, it doubles the damage, so it becomes 56. So
I'm
this one's
convinced
gone.
Roll 20 has low rolls. It's just
For you only, though, Christian.
yeah, it's only for me, but I'm convinced.
That's way more than average damage.
It's true.
A little more, at least.
These are all very, very weak, and they look like they are about to fall apart. For the ghosts,
I think that's exactly average, actually. 28.
It's a maximum of 48.
I just looked at only 3 die are above half. The other 2 of them are half. That's just what I was kind of looking at.
for the ghosts, we're just going to say that that will kill them.
Yeah, it's pretty average.
Okay. All right. So it seems like you cleared a path.
Let's go.
Go ahead. I'm just gonna. These mummies are actually very, very weak, so I'm gonna just take them away. Any real hit to them will kill them. Just to speed things up here.
Oh, that
All right.
fireball felt really cool.
So as you walk through this corridor, the one up here, you see those same coffins with the roses on them that you saw earlier in the crypt.
Don't forget Lulu.
Bob, can I just stop for a quick sec and either Arcana or investigation, something?
Yeah. What do you want
Can I
to do?
speak to the rose?
I mean, or maybe that'd be better, Christian.
Oh yeah, you can talk to plants, correct?
I can. Let me see if I find.
Sure.
Yes. Speak with plants.
I'm gonna use this time to go to the restroom. Then.
Go ahead.
You imbue plants within 30 feet of you with limited sentence and animation, giving them the ability to communicate with you and follow your simple commands.
Okay. I think the rose is just going to tell you some information. It's not going to be able to do anything. It's actually picked and
Right.
technically, I don't even know how the magic would work, if it's keeping it alive or if it's animating it. But basically, the rose will tell you that it guards these tombs. These are high-ranking generals from Zariel's army that are trapped here. Don't pick me up, or else you will release them.
All right.
Keep going.
Yep. Okay. Thanks.
Okay. All right, so here we go. We're into this big area here. I'll reveal most of it. Okay.
Aha.
All right. In this room, 4 memorial stelas stand in this hall, each engraved with hundreds of names. A legend etched at the top of each stela reads, in common, "Here lie the fallen. May their souls echo here until the end of time." Adorning the wall across from the stela is a carved relief showing a solemn, blindfolded angel on the back of a mammoth with feathered wings. The mammoth is reared up on its hind legs, and the angel holds her sword high. All around them are broken bodies of fallen knights and devils. Okay. How do you want to respond?
Well, does anyone want to do any checks first?
Make sure we won't like die when we touch the steelers. I'm sure they're protected in some way. Detect
I can
magic
do it
or
at range.
Bob,
like, I'll
I
just
don't know
blast
about
this right
detect
past
magic
it.
anymore. It probably feel like 10 minutes is up.
It's funny. It's kind of hard to say because like so little time passes in combat situations. In real life, it does feel like 10 minutes have passed. I'd be willing to say though that did you cast any other concentration spells or were you hit? And you were hit, right? Weren't you?
Four up it.
Oh, yeah. No,
So-
it should have ended a while ago. I
Yeah.
tried hypnotic pattern. Sorry. Never mind.
Yeah. I was gonna. Yeah.
I'm gonna cast it.
That's
then.
right. Okay.
Okay.
So these stelas are obviously emanating necromancy. They are imbued with some sort of force, whether it's something
I
to.
specialize in necromancy.
Yeah, I turn to Dobby and I say, "There's
What-
necromancy."
You can give me an Arcana check, Dobby.
Group just
What do we have here?
You can give me an Arcana check on this.
I give you guidance. Probably higher.
Nice.
23.
Yeah, Dobby, you feel like the necromantic energy here is what's keeping the ghosts and everybody stuck to this crypt. However, you think that they're going to be harmless to touch because whatever was those papers did are going to allow you to touch them. The fact that you destroyed them will allow you to alter these stelas. That's what you gathered earlier.
We could physically destroy it?
You could try, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I take a demon talon and start trying to cross off a name.
So when you do that, you hear a sort of like a moan from deeper within the crypt, perhaps a ghost's moan. This one sounds of relief, though.
I take out my rapier, which
Alright.
I haven't used.
Yeah.
Take out your hammers.
Make a
Start
steel up.
smashing.
We're
Yeah.
crossing stuff
Eldritch
off my
blasting
rapier.
that wall.
Yeah. So I'll just say over the course of a few rounds of damage-dealing spells, weapon attacks, you basically chop up the names so that none are really visible. Maybe even breaking off large chunks of them. You also hear a large door open and close, presumably the door that you entered the crypt from.
Excellent.
Going Bill.
Okay. Any
Back to
other
the west.
things you want to do in this room?
He was coming.
Does anybody want to check any other areas of the room?
Yeah, I'd like to see if there's any secret.
This back area, I want to check.
Sure, give me perception checks. Or investigate if you're going to be perhaps looking very carefully at an area specifically.
Can I do that down here, Bob?
Sure, yeah.
I got a 20 perception.
Okay, where were you checking, Stefano? Were you checking up in the north?
I'm looking for secret passages. I would probably look at the east.
Okay. So you look on the east here and you start to scan the wall. You know, you move up and down it, but you don't really find anything. Weir, what'd you get on your perception?
Oh, I was gonna go investigation to
Go
really
ahead.
look, but I
Yeah.
don't have as good at bonuses. I rolled a 10.
A 10?
Yeah.
In total. Gotcha. All right, so you don't find anything either. However, you do hear loud, booming footsteps approaching from the hall.
I convey that to the group that it sounds like something big and dangerous is coming, and perhaps to take battle positions ready around the door.
Olgath takes a step over and readies an attack.
Okay.
Every section
I'm
of the
gonna
room
ready
is-
Eldritch Blast at the door.
We all do that.
If that's okay, actually. Wait, that might not be okay.
Has every section been checked of the room, or is there something we haven't?
I was gonna check this bottom part here. I rolled a 17 for perception.
Say that again.
I rolled a 17 for perception. Down
No, you
this
don't. You
bottom
don't see.
corner.
You don't see anything. You don't see anything.
Okay.
But your imp, Dobby, sees a creature approaching.
Have we destroyed all of the stela?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's the plural of stela? Stelas?
Steli. Steli.
Yeah, so I'm gonna communicate that and let everybody know there's the creature's at the far end of the hallway.
Has anyone checked this area where I'm standing right now?
I have not.
Perception. Can I do a perception check there?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was not great. 10.
No, you don't see anything. Okay,
If we draw
so
this person into the room, we can all run into the hallway and I can seal the opening up.
yeah, you see this creature clad in armor of the Hellriders, carrying a sword, a torch that is illuminating the area as it walks. It takes off its helmet to reveal a disfigured and sort of like a worn face. It's actually not just totally like the picture that's just a Death Knight, but this is clearly Olanthius, the legendary Hellrider. But again, like sort of like an undead necromancy version of him.
I
I'm
put,
gonna
up,
say-
my, I put up my hand and say, Olanthius! And I wave Lulu over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell
Do
the
not
group.
attack.
Remember, there's good in him. The ghost said there's good in him.
When Lulu sees Olanthius, Lulu starts to remember some things. So Lulu kind of like clicks, and she's like, "Olanthius, I remember you. We were good friends. We fought with Zariel." And Olanthius speaks out, and he's got like almost like an his is like a gravelly tone to his voice, like his vocal cords might have been ripped out or damaged. And he says that I'm not sure if I can do this voice. I'm going to try to do it. It might kill my own voice, but he says basically, "Yes, Lulu, it is I, Olanthius, and I have returned here to the crypt to deal with the intruders."
Sounds like the Godfather.
I'm going to make you an offer you can't
We're here
refuse.
to put everyone to rest. And to stop Zariel.
I wish I could, friend, but I am bound by Zariel to defeat her enemies, and that would be you. He steps
How
into
do
the
we-
room.
Sorry.
Yep, go ahead.
How can we free you?
Can we free you?
You cannot free me. Only Zariel can free me. I am not a mere ghost. I do not belong in these stelas.
Are these your men that we set free, though?
Yes, the knights, the Hellriders. You have freed them. Thank you. I was unable to do that, for my curse bound me to keep them here.
So we
Where
free
is
your men.
Zariel's sword?
Is this true, Lulu? Are these creatures here to turn Zariel? Lulu kind of looks confused. She goes, well, I mean, I don't really remember Zariel all that much. I think we're here to kill her." And he looks kind of shocked at Lulu, and he says, you should not speak that way, Lulu. There's still good in Zariel. She needs to be turned.
How can we turn her?
He seems like he's restraining from just taking his greatsword and, like, splatting you, Kolgath. But he says that, I will tell you where Zariel's sword is if you promise to save her, redeem her.
I promise.
I like redemption. If this is an option, this will be our first choice.
So then you are not planning on killing her?
I promise.
Not if there's another way.
I think I'm fine with you saying that if that is truthful. I still think I need a deception check from you all, because that was not your plan in general. So if Weir or Kolgath, since you've been speaking, if you'd like to do that, I think I need to check your, or at least a persuasion to say that, like what you said, Kolgath, that will be your first option.
Yeah, I'll take that persuasion.
Yeah.
I'll do deception if I can.
Well, let's let Kolgath try first and see, doing it this way.
That's good. It's a check. 18.
Okay. And Kolgath, is that a lie at all? Is that truly how you feel?
No, Kolgath would not just kill Zariel indiscriminate. Like, if Zariel used to be an angel, like, Kolgath would totally feel some kind of reverence. But as a fallen angel, if cannot be redeemed, should die.
Yeah, so Olanthius goes over to the stelas. He kind of like touches the stela and kind of puts his hand over the engravings that are now all crossed out. And he says, "You have done good here. Now I apologize for what I am about to do, but I will tell you where Zariel's sword is located." He senses the map that you have, Eroviel, and he says to you, he looks at you, "Your map now contains the information of where the scab is located. It is deep within the city. It was created by Yael to preserve the sword and hide it. And if you would like to take out your map, you can see that there's a location marked on it now."
By the city, he didn't mean Elturel, right? He meant...
No, he's talking about this city that was created. And Lulu says, "Oh, I remember Yael. I remember being with her when she had the sword. Yeah, she created this giant city with a big scab over it. And that contains the sword."
Iroviel kind of like puts the map away and like bows
Yeah.
to Olanthius and says,
Kolgath takes like 2 steps closer to Oiland, and just kind of says, "Thank you for your advice," and kind of like behind his back tells everyone to like go.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Get
yeah.
out of
I bought a
Hey.
one-way ticket to this tunnel to go out here.
He takes out.
I'm asking Olanthius before we leave, are there any items of worth in this crypt?
When you ask him that, he takes out a amulet from within his chest plate, and it's a glowing orb of like orange and green energy. And he rips it off from his chest, because that's what everybody does with necklaces in fantasy, right? They rip off the necklace. He holds it up into the air, and he says, Godspeed, my friends. And he casts a... It doesn't cast. The orb emits this energy of necromancy and fire that engulfs the area, starts at the ceiling, and starts to create an energy wave throughout the crypt. And we're going to enter into a skill challenge. I know it was highly requested, so we're going to do another one.
Cool.
And this is the last thing we're going to do for the session, so this is like the kind of like the finale, so if you feel like you need to use resources, use them, okay? Here is what the skill challenge is about. Now, Nate, you weren't here last time, so... actually, Hex, you weren't here, so I'm going to explain to you how we're going to do this. A skill challenge is basically a way to take a scenario that would be too difficult to do in Hex format, where you're moving around board and stuff like that. It doesn't give the same effect of what we're trying to accomplish. So what's going to happen is I'm going to read you a description of what the encounter is beginning with, like an initiating event that sets this this task off. And then it's going to be your goal your goal is to escape this crypt. So the crypt is basically caving in from this blast that Olanthius set off, and it's going to bury all of you alive. He's bound to do this. Zariel is not allowing him to. He's restrained himself enough to give you some information, but he cannot betray Zariel, so he has to attack you. So this is how he's going to do it. Your goal is to escape the crypt before being buried alive. Any actions that you could think of that you could do, we're going to put it to a skill check, even an attack, a spell. It's basically going to be a roll, an ability check to succeed or not. Each round of the skill challenge is going to have an event. Something is going to affect you. The decisions you have maybe damage you, but basically it's going to provide you opportunities to think of checks to try. Every round, up to 3 characters are going to be allowed to participate, and all of you should try to attempt at least one skill within the challenge. You should try to think creatively about something in the game that will aid or assist the group in achieving this goal. You must be... One thing I don't think we did last time, but I think it didn't matter, you must be proficient in the skill or the action to do it. Okay, so like, I don't want, Dobby doing a survival check if he's not proficient. That should be Aroviel or something like that. The DC for all these checks is only known to me, but it's preset. You must get 6 successes before 3 failures. And if you get to 6 successes, you will escape. If you get to 3 failures, some or many of you will be buried alive within the tomb. That's the consequence. Okay? I will also allow for the amount of successes you have, and you won't know this, but the number of successes you get before you get to 3 failures will mitigate some of the damage and some of the amount of people that get trapped in the tomb alive. So that's your goal and the penalties for failing. All right. Are there any questions about this?
I just don't want to go first. I think
That's fine. That's fine. And again, it's really it's open table here. It's open discourse. You don't have to. It's not an initiative order sort of thing. As a general rule of thumb, though, no action can be repeated by any character. So if someone does an attack, nobody else can do an attack unless the purpose of the attack or spell or something is very different. All the ideas should be unique. Okay? All right. So here we go. So round 1 is starting. Olanthius sets off this explosion that is destroying the crypt, and everyone here is going to try to avoid getting buried alive and leave the tomb. All right. So what would you like to do first?
Should we start with a survival check, just to find the quickest way out and weave in between whatever's falling?
Yeah, and actually, I'm going to...
I was going to say, look for a secret exit, maybe.
We're not that far from the exit, but I don't know how running works in the skill challenge.
Just for ease, we don't worry about the layout of the crypt, or don't use the map for anything really. I actually I consider turning it off for this, just so you don't get caught up in like, I'm going to go left here, right there. This is really all done theater of mind. So forget the map for a moment. I'll leave it up just so there's something on the screen for the stream, but the map is inconsequential to this skill challenge.
So if there's no map, do we still is secret exits or entrances?
Sure, that sounds great. So why don't we start with Eroviel? You said first you want to do a survival check. Give me a survival check to kind of discern the way that you came.
It sounded like people didn't want me to do that.
Oh,
Was that
okay.
Oh,
Well,
that's a good one.
Yeah.
No, that's
That
good.
seems like the thing to do.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hey, 25.
Okay, so a 25, that's definitely a success. So Eroviel says, this way, this is the way we came. I know for certain this hallway we took, and this was the one that connected to this one, and you know based on your navigational sense. So that's a success. So we have 1 success and 0 failures so far. All right, another skill. That's the first one for this round.
Someone...
Helpful suggestions would be good, Lucius.
I mean, I was thinking about maybe doing Wall of Thorns around him to just maybe buy us some time. He can't see us, so
He's not really attacking, so he's kind of...
I don't think he's not pursuing right now. So if you want to do it, you can, but I don't think that would achieve the goal. So the goal is to escape the crypt before it
stop
collapses.
falling down.
Right now, the building is shaking, shuddering. Maybe little bits of roof are collapsing, but at this time, it does seem as though it's still relatively stable.
Okay, so there's no
Did
like
you
difficult
say
terrain.
that- Sorry, Bob. Did you say that the room was being engulfed in flames? Are
Correct.
Flames something that is a threat to us right now?
It could be, yeah. Especially there's some people in there still. Yep, that were like when you were first in there. It happened. Sure.
So then, can I cast Ice Storm to try to quell the flames?
Definitely. Give me a skill, a spell check.
Spell attack?
Yep. So you with the spells, Nate and Tim, you're basically doing this the exact same way you would to cast the spell, or if it was to hit something. If it's not a hit, if it's something that the enemy would take a saving throw on, you're basically going to still make a check to do it. So a normal, whatever your spell casting ability is and proficiency.
I got a 17.
That is also a success. So you are able to quell the magical fire and necromancy by countering it with some sort of cold blast or icy blast. So you're able to escape the room as Roviel starts to say, this way, this hallway, we turn left here. Okay. And any last check while you're escaping this room? So right, you have 2 successes, 0 failures.
So what else is an immediate threat? If we know which way to go and we subdued the fire, is there anything else threatening us?
The ground is shaking. The ceiling is beginning to little bits of plaster or rock are starting to fall down, but nothing like a boulder or anything that's going to hurt you.
Maybe someone could seal off the door so Olanthius can't follow us.
Like it's similar to what Christian said. It's not necessarily, that's not necessarily going to help you escape, but yeah. I mean, also,
Lucius,
by the way, I even said to you,
something helpful.
Yeah, I even said to you all though.
Hey, I already did
the last time.
All right, so I essentially have one thing I can do. I didn't really want to start doing it now, but if no one else can come up with something,
I think we should just go to the next level.
Now the
Next
I'll say
event.
one thing though, Nate, because you weren't here last time. Hold on, let me just say one thing, Nate. You don't have to do 3 actions in the turn. It's 3 opportunities to make checks. If you'd like to wait till the next round, there will be other events happening that you could kind of play off of, riff off of, get ideas from.
I think that makes more sense.
Yeah, I agree.
It doesn't sound like there's anything threatening us
Sure.
right now.
Okay.
Mine was going to be pretty stupid.
Okay, well then save the stupid stuff for later when you really need it. Round.
Like Nate, for example, the last time we did it, the first round were boulders being flown at us, and then we went to the next round, which was lightning strikes, and then the third round was like a hurricane coming at us.
Yeah, so let me describe round 2. So round 2, Eroviel's leading the group out. Stefano or Lucius in the back is kind of fending off the necromancy fireball that's being cast at you, and you're running through the hallways when one of the ceiling structures gives out and basically barricades a passageway that Roviel was attempting to go through, and it is blocked entirely.
Christian, use your thing with the rock.
Yeah. How big is this rock? Can I use
5 feet.
Is it a 5 foot? Can I make a 5 foot tunnel through it?
You might be able to. Let me just tell you what's going to happen here. So, unfortunately, Erovio, you were in the front of the piles. You were leading the way. So you're going to end up giving me a dexterity saving throw to avoid getting hit by the falling debris.
Yep. 12.
A 12. Unfortunately, you're going to get hit. You're going to end up taking 11 bludgeoning damage from the rocks falling.
Okay.
Okay.
Could transform someone into an elephant or a giant ape or something to possibly bash their way through, but I like Christians more. Or your hero. No. Caddis.
So, Caddis, you want to use, what is it called?
A stone shape?
Stone
to
shape.
create a 5 foot sort of tunnel?
Yeah, so that barricaded hallway, after a few moments of casting stone shape, the stone starts to reconstruct itself, opening a path if you make the successful check. So give me a spell check, and we'll see if you succeed.
What do I roll for my, since it's just...
Oh,
this
it's
is
always
like a
going
roll
to be
hit?
it's always going to be the ability modifier, your spellcasting ability modifier, and your proficiency, because you are proficient casting these spells.
Okay.
Yep.
So would it be my wisdom plus my proficiency bonus?
Yep.
Perfect.
And so far we have 2 successes, 0 failures.
Heck yeah. Great.
Christian.
What'd you get?
24?
24. Okay, so 3 successes and 0 failures so far. Very nice. So you open a pile of a tunnel into the rocks. Anybody else suggestions?
And that counts as a use spell, correct? When I do
Yeah.
that?
Mhm.
Okay.
Remember when we were escaping Archon, someone turned into griffins or giant eagles or something? Is this too small of a space to like someone?
It
turn
is.
into
The
that
hallways are all
instead of
5
up on
feet
their
in
back?
this. Yeah, the hallways are all
Giant
5
eagle
feet.
wouldn't fit through,
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think it'd be tough to.
I think haste is like a single target. I couldn't like use that to make us get out faster.
No, but you could. I don't know, because there's a lot of falling debris. Maybe increase somebody's reaction time so that they could avoid getting hit.
Yeah,
I think
what
that-
about performance? Like, give us
that would be one.
inspiration.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea.
Like,
Also, can Lulu
John, what do you imagine? Sorry.
Well, let's
Colgate,
pause for 1 second. Let's get Dobby's idea here. So, Dobby, give me a skill check for haste so that you can cast it on somebody who's maybe about to get hit by a rock. And
I would
they
give
avoid
that
it.
to Arovio since she's leading the way.
Great idea. Perfect. Give me a skill check.
Natural 20.
Oh, wow. So we got 4 successes and 0 failures so far. So, Dobby, you cast haste on to Erovio, and as more rocks start to fall, she's able to quickly duck out of the way. She's like Fry in Futurama when he drank so many cups of coffee. She's just like moving very easily through all this falling debris. All right, that's 4 successes. Nate and John, you had an idea about performance?
yeah, you can like drum up the troops, Nate. And be like, "We're almost there, man. We can make it." Right? You're good at that.
Oh, yeah, you could inspire
sure,
the group,
try
yeah.
to inspire through.
Through song or through words?
chanting or something?
You
If
can
I
run to the beat of your drums.
It's like maybe you're playing the guitar solo from Freebird, like at this you run through the hallway or something.
Nate, or Weir, if that doesn't feel natural, then I can try something else. But I figure you're better at that than me.
No, I mean that does seem like something Weir would do. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you're a bard. Your songs inspire heroes. I would say that if you played a almost like, you know, when some people zone in when they get like some pump up music, I think that could inspire the group to, like, you know, be really observant, almost give them an adrenaline rush. Sure, I would say that's
Like a
fine.
rally cry?
Yeah,
I might be able to run with an accordion in my hand.
yeah,
Imagine
sure.
like the final countdown playing.
There you go.
It could make us all trip and fall if it's bad.
For me, it's the opening riff of BYOB to System of a Down.
For me, he's playing Baby Shark.
I'm gonna play Chariots of Fire.
There you
There
go.
you go. I like that. So give me a performance check.
Is that yeah?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I will cheer on the troops as we sprint And I will roll a 16.
A 16.
7, right? Or did you add that already?
Yes, that's
Sorry.
Yeah,
16.
Yeah, that succeeds. So that's 5 successes and 0 failures. This is going much better than the skill challenge of the Hurricane. That one was very close.
Hasn't rolled yet. I'm sure.
No inspiration points were used this time so
No.
far.
All right, so we're going to go to the next round of the skill challenge. So this time, as you're running through the tombs, and Roviel had a blocked passageway. Now it's been opened up. You walk through that tunnel that Christian created, and you find yourself in the tomb with the roses where they were covering the crypts. Except this time, the roses, because of the shuttering of the crypt, are on the floor.
Oh no.
From within the walls, ghostly or dark, shadowy hands reach out, grabbing at you as you run through. So I'm going to see how many people get hit. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a Wall
Okay.
of Thorns moment.
I almost
So-
want to make a check too right now. Yeah.
Hex,
Good save.
Lucius, Dasha, and Andrew. You're going to get hit. Sorry, I only said everybody's character and then Andrew. Hex, Lucius, Eroviel, and Dobby are going to be touched by these shadowy, spectral hands that come out from the walls. Give me strength saving throws.
Well,
It is not magical, right?
+2 as well.
It is. I mean, it's magical, but it's not a spell. I always forget. Is this?
Mine is just ability checks or saving throws from magic.
Okay, I'll give it to you. Go ahead.
5.
Lucius, they are within.
A 5, Eroviel?
5. Yeah.
Nope. I don't
Eroviel,
get
your strength is reduced by 2. Okay, your strength score is reduced by 2. Lucius?
I got a crit.
Okay, so you pass. Hex?
I got a 7.
Was I hit
You're
by a 2?
reduced by 4, Dobby. Your strength is reduced by 4.
Oh boy.
Okay. Hex, what'd you get?
Was I hit by? You didn't say my name originally.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Yes, Hex, you've been hit.
Okay.
Strength saving throw.
17.
Okay, you're good. So, Eroviel, strength reduced by 2. Dobby, strength reduced by 4. This is going to stick until you find a way to remove it. All right, now it's your options here. What would you like to do with the escape?
Now that there's all these grabbing at us, right?
Yeah, maybe something to get those of us that got caught, maybe get us loose.
Yeah, Kolgath is going to make some kind of athletics check to try to run past his friends and kind of grab them from where they're being
Sure, so
grabbed.
to pull them along with you so that they don't hold you up from... Yeah, give me an athletics check.
Sweet 22.
Oh yeah, that's a success. So you pull them forth, and that's your 6th success. So the rest of it I'll just narrate as you get through, but congratulations, you have survived the skill challenge. So you pull Dobby and Eroviel with you. You're not leaving anybody behind. You rush to the end of the entrance, and which is you were able to leave. It's not preventing you from leaving. It prevents people from getting in. So you get there, and as you run through, more and more of the rubble's coming down from the ceilings. Smoke is starting to fill the airways, so it's kind of hard to breathe. But you do get to the end, and you escape as those monoliths outside start to crumble within themselves, destroying the entire crypt. All right.
It sounds like we're leaving my skeletons behind. So it can't be anybody's left.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
You hate to see it.
Yeah. You know what, Dobby? I think
Never
they're gone.
forget.
Rip. Wow.
We'll find you
Going
more.
out for a lost helmet.
I forgot about them. Yeah, I feel bad, but yeah, I don't think you would have had time to really pick them all up.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it.
To do a game of 52 pickup, I don't think so.
They sacrificed themselves.
They did. All right, everybody. So that's where we're going to conclude for today. And this is actually a level up spot, so you're going to level up to level 9 for next time. You'll be able to take a long rest outside.
These spells.
Yeah. You'll be able to
Before we
level up.
conclude, Can I try casting Remove Curse on Eroviel?
Yeah, how many times can you cast it?
I can do it 3 times.
Okay, so you could actually remove. If Mummy Rod affected John, we'll have to do some research from now until next session. You could remove it anyway. You can remove the strength score from Dasha and Dobby too. All right, so next time, come with level 9 characters. We're going to start here, but just want to get your, just so I know what to prepare. You are basically headed towards the Scab, the city that was pointed out to you by Olanthius, correct? You're not going to do anything else in the meantime?
Well, you said that we were rested also, or no?
Well, now that the crypt is done, you're out of the crypt. At this point, you can get in your car and you can get in the vehicle and drive away. You could take a long rest. So we'll just say that so that you can level up appropriately. Next turn, you'll have taken a long rest from now till then.
Awesome.
Okay? So that's where we'll leave it here. I'm going to stop the stream, but I want to chat with you all afterwards. But we'll leave it for now. So say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Till
Hopefully
next
this
time.
video stays up.
See you
All
next time.